happening, everybody? And welcome to the Pops Wiz SportsCast. Coming to you live from the Mr. Whiskey Studio in upstate New York. I'm your co-host, Papa King. To my left, the one and only, the coolest cat with whom you want to chat. The man with 9 lives and cat's eyes. Your host, OMG, Mr. Whiskers.
Oh, my God! What is happening?
Oh, wow, he's up here already, huh?
Hey, what up, Hollywood? This is called off the APP. I'm here to start the show. What's happening, brother? How you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Hollywood, I'm impressed with your Blues.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good.
They gave Winnipeg a hard time the first 2 they lost, and then they came back and won the next 2. So, up in the air.
It ain't over till it's over.
The Cardinals probably suck a little bit more, but
Oh, there we go.
yeah, the Blues are doing fine.
Leads with a compliment, ends with an insult.
They got swept by the Mets, and now the Mets are playing them again this weekend.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, we lost last night.
I mean, fuck, they just won like 19-5, the Mets. So, you know, they're kind of on a bit of a hot streak right now.
Yeah, but they lost 2 games that they should have won there. 2 walk-offs by Nationals.
You still, yeah, losses are going to
7-0 lead, and you blow it?
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, you lose 8-7.
You know, you can tell, like, you know, just the pitching fell apart there at the end. But still.
And the defense wasn't very good either.
The scores have been incredibly fluky, like, all up and down this season.
I know. Yankees scored 11 runs Sunday, and yesterday they was shut out till the 7th inning. And if they could have got one guy in, they lost 4-3, right?
Yeah.
First and third. Couldn't get the guys in from third base. Strikeouts.
But I'm just even meaning, like, you know, you see the Mets win 19-5. The Yankees had won 20-7 in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of wild scores.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of wild scores.
Same thing. Scored 20 runs when I'm looking. Cincinnati Reds are over 500. Shocking.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, the Mets right now got... I still don't trust Atlanta, but they got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Philly is 16-13 now because the Mets swept them. So the Mets are 20-9, so they're way ahead right now.
Oh, wow, Hollywood's saying we had a bad storm, so we have no power since 9 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Oh, what, are you using your phone to watch us right now? That sucks, man. What kind of storm was it?
What's he in, St. Louis?
Yeah.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Wow. This time of the year, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you're only used to, like, New York weather, right?
No, I watch the Weather Channel, believe me. I see what's going on through the country.
Across the the states?
You got certain states that get hit with tornadoes.
Well, it's like a lot of flat states, right? I heard, like, tornadoes aren't really prevalent in areas with a lot of hills.
I think they can hit wherever they want. They've hit New York. But you're right, though. It's like Texas, you know, Utah.
I'm saying it's more prevalent in, like, flatter states.
Flatland, yeah. Yeah, that's where it usually strikes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know what the hell's going on. What did he say?
I don't know. It just popped up.
Oh, okay.
Obviously,
90-mile-an-hour winds? Wow. That sounds like a tornado.
That's insane.
90-mile-an-hour winds. No wonder they lost power.
Yeah. Surprised the roof is still on the house. Holy shit.
That is, wow.
That's up there.
It's not a hurricane season, that's for sure. I don't think. Usually it's September. That's nuts.
Aren't like the states closer to water, you know, that get hit with hurricanes?
A lot of times, yeah.
If you're further inland.
Yeah, no.
You don't really, like, maybe you see, like, the residual effects, the outer air.
We can get hit because we're right near the water. You know,
I know that. I know we've, like I'm saying.
Down
like,
south, they get hit a lot, you know.
Well, again, like, you know, is St. Louis, like, close to water?
Got me. I think it's more inland.
Yeah.
That I know of.
So you were bringing up hurricanes. Blues play tomorrow night in Winnipeg. Let's hope they win.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're tied 2-2. 2 series are over already.
Yeah, which ones are those?
Let me think. Devils play tonight. They're down 3-1. Montreal's down 3-1. Help me out, Hollywood. I know that I saw 2 4-0s already. Dallas Stars are, I believe, ahead of Colorado. They're playing in Colorado tomorrow. They're down 3-2. The Avalanche.
Oh, shit.
Not getting good goaltending. They're giving up 5 goals, 6 goals. Oh, God. Who else is playing?
Trying to do process of elimination right now?
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you mention the Devils already?
Yeah. They're playing tonight in a few minutes. They're down 3-1. And they're in Carolina, so could be over tonight.
Washington?
They're up 3-1. They're not playing tonight.
Congratulations on the Knicks being up 3-1 in the series.
They could end it tonight. They were at the Garden. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know they were doing that well.
Yeah, they beat Detroit twice in Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Barely. Last game, they won by 2 or 4.
You've been watching the games or just like checking the scores?
No, I've been catching the end of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Scary shit, though. Jalen Brunson got his ankle twisted up by one of the Pistons, and he went out of the game. Came back and wound up scoring 32 points.
32 points after he came back in the game?
Total.
Okay.
Yeah. But what's his name?
That's impressive.
Carl Anthony Towns has been major, and Ginobili. And they said Carl Anthony Towns, you can't play soft. Because Detroit's trying to intimidate them physically. They're trying to start fights.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Their fucking game has been physical. A couple of games I watched in Detroit. I mean, there's some banging going on. You know, almost to a point where the guys like this in their face want to fight.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And you don't see that too much because if you do, you're out of the game. Referees in basketball do not tolerate fighting.
Man, no.
It's not like hockey.
And I was just going to say, it's not like similar to hockey.
No. Yeah, no, hockey, that's part of the game. I know the Dallas Stars are up on Colorado by 1. What's the other fucking games? The Kings are playing, I think, Edmonton. I know they're up. Jesus, I can't think of. I saw it yesterday. 2 series are already over. 4-0, 4-0. Help me out, Hollywood. I got
he needs a little help over here. He's having a brain fart.
Brain fart is right. I just saw it yesterday, and I can't think of the other games. I mentioned Edmonton, right? Minnesota is playing out there, too. But I think they're still involved. Wow. All right. They'll come to me.
It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, yeah. Yankees start in a few minutes. The 6:30 games. The Mets are playing.
Oh, yeah, about 18 minutes, yeah. Maple Leafs, Senators play tonight. Maple Leafs are up 3-1.
Okay, that's the other one.
Papa K's trying to figure out who the 2 teams that are already advanced.
Yeah, Toronto should skate by Ottawa.
Yeah, who are the other teams?
Well, just
Who
mention.
are the teams that have moved on to the next round? Now, Hollywood's looking.
I'm looking.
He's keeping an eye. He's taking a peek.
Who the hell's in the other teams? I said, I know the Kings are involved, but I don't know if they swept. Florida's up 3-1 over Tampa Bay. They won yesterday.
All right.
They're up 3-1.
Minnesota Wild and Vegas are tied 2-2.
Right. Yeah, that's probably tonight after the Devils game.
I'm rooting for the Wild.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, just for Grim.
Well, I'm also rooting for St. Louis.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the teams that I know people that are fans of that team
yeah.
because the Rangers are nowhere to be found. They're playing golf right now.
No. I think I heard
they're playing putt-putt.
My neighbor said the Islanders fired their coach too. No, not yet. Did they? Maybe not. Maybe not the Islanders. Maybe he said Boston because the Islanders. Patrick Waugh, he didn't do a bad job with them. Oh man.
Didn't the Rangers fire their coach?
Yeah, Laviolle's gone. which I feel bad for him. I don't blame him at all. His players just didn't produce.
How many seasons was he with the Rangers?
2.
He was only there two seasons.
They won the Venessa Trophy last year. They had 114 points, 55 wins.
It's kind of quick to fire somebody. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit. What was that, last week? But that's pretty fast to fire a coach.
Exactly. You know, and
have one bad season and
look at Dable, right? He's had 2 out of 3 very bad seasons with the Giants, and they kept him. But I don't know how long his leash is.
Well, I imagine after this season,
if they go 3-14 or something like that,
if they don't win like six plus games, I don't see Dable being around next year.
No, I don't know who they're gonna get.
Well, there's always somebody out.
Oh yeah, always somebody's getting fired. But I'm just saying, Jesus Christ,
there's always somebody out there. It's just again like
since what's his name, Coughlin, we've had how many coaches already? 4.
Yeah, I had the one from Green Bay. Brian Dable. Before him was
Dable's. He's the coach now, isn't he?
Yes.
From Buffalo, by the way.
I know. I'm going through all the coaches.
Oh, you said Green Bay.
Yeah, we had one from Green Bay. I think it was the offensive coordinator. I forgot his name.
No idea.
No. I'm just going through it.
Joe Judge.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Judge.
Yeah. He was more situated with the Patriots.
And then I can't think of the fourth one. But no, we did have a guy from Green Bay because he tried using like that gunslinger offense with the Giants, and it just did not pay off.
Okay.
I think that was after Coughlin.
Kings and Oilers are tied. So I might be wrong.
I think you're thinking. Yeah, I think you must be off, Pops.
I could have sworn I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
After the Florida game.
I mean, maybe you were thinking of teams that have almost, like, the 3-1 series. Maybe that's what you're mixing it up with.
Could be.
Well, when you're watching TV, do you have your glasses on? Do you need your glasses when you're watching TV?
No, I can see.
You can see that fine?
Yeah. Even this I could see pretty good without them.
I noticed, because they're over there.
I know. I mean, when I put them on, it's better.
So why don't you use them?
I gotta keep going on and off, on and on.
Well, then just leave them on.
Eh.
You don't like wearing glasses?
No.
You wear sunglasses like all the time.
That's different. That's to avoid the sunshine in my eyes. That's different.
Well, there's no sunshine in here, and so you can read.
All right.
So if you didn't have a problem with the sun, you wouldn't wear sunglasses?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
But I've been wearing, you saw me with the well pictures. I've been wearing them for all my life.
Yeah.
Since I was a teenager.
I just thought it was kind of interesting because, like, you wear. I always see you with sunglasses on, and then you'd rather struggle to see without the glasses on.
I can see this. It's a little blurry, but I could see it.
I know. I'm just saying if something works better for you, would you want to use that?
Those people never call me back. Viewpoint.
It's like as if you were like, would you rather sweep a floor or vacuum a floor?
What does that mean?
It's a question.
Vacuum.
Because it's easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to see with glasses on.
All right. But like I said, I could see this.
I'm just fucking around with you, Pops.
Okay.
I'm trying to get inside the mind of Papa K.
Don't try. There's too much craziness going on in his head.
Love the shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Rocking the Pops Wiz SportsCast.
It's so warm. It was like 80 degrees again today.
Yeah, I think right now it dropped a couple degrees. I think it topped off at 83. It's like 78 degrees right now.
Leafs, Ottawa, Vegas Kings, and the Devils Hurricanes played tonight. Okay. So I'm probably wrong. I must have misread it.
Yeah, I gotta say, because I mean, otherwise I think Hollywood would have figured this out already.
Yeah. No.
So, I mean, yeah, could be a little misread. I know, like, when that little bar is going down at the bottom of the screen, it scrolls pretty quickly.
Yeah, but this had all 4 series going from this side for Eastern Conference and Western Conference.
Well, out of all the teams that he's named so far, what teams are we missing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Leafs,
Ottawa, Senators,
yeah,
Wild, Vegas, Oilers, Kings, Devils, Hurricanes.
Yeah. Devils keep falling behind. That's the problem. You can't do that with the Hurricanes because they play pretty good defense. They were behind 3-0 the other game, right? The last game. And they scored the next 2. Then they gave up the next 3. No, the next 2. Yeah. And one was late in the game, like with 4 minutes left. And Carolina made it 4-2. And then I think an empty netter. And game over. I told you, they're not going to win without Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes got hurt, shoulder surgery. He's their star.
Yeah.
He's like their Ovechkin, or their Connor McDavid, that kind of guy.
See, I would say, Pops, it's okay. I'm still checking for tomorrow.
Okay. I think you mentioned every damn team, so I must be wrong. Winnipeg, it's the Tide, Colorado. Down 3-2. Yeah, I must got it wrong. I must have been looking at something else, maybe from the previous year. Well, maybe they showed what they did during the course of the year.
Could be.
Where they beat them 4-0.
And then maybe you were looking at it. You probably looked at that and thought it was the playoffs.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, okay.
I had the similar thing with WrestleMania. I think I brought up the wrong card.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if you're not super descriptive when you're like checking something on Google or whatever, like it just give you like older things that have happened already.
Okay.
Well, who do you? Is there any teams right now that have surprised you in the NHL?
Blues.
St. Louis Blues.
I thought they were going to get swept.
So out of all the teams we have right now, I mean the ones that are doing well, the ones that the St. Louis Blues being a surprise. From what you've seen so far, like, have you changed up your thoughts on who you think is going to make it to the?
No,
the Cup?
I predicted the Hurricanes would win. I predicted Washington to beat Montreal. Dallas surprised me a little bit. I thought Colorado would beat them. Give them a hard time. But the other Kings, I think, are going to win. They're pretty good.
Okay.
Who's going to take the cup? Up in the air. I mean, if you're an Ovechkin fan, you'd like to see him go out on.
But from somebody like from our perspective right now, we're Rangers fans, right? We don't have a dog in the fight. Who do you think? Who do you think is going to be there?
Playoffs? Or the Stanley Cup?
The Cup.
I was going to say Winnipeg and Washington.
Okay.
But I'm never right when it comes to that either.
Yeah, they don't have to be, though. It's just a question. It's not like we got money on it. It's not like anything
Winnipeg
like
was
that.
the top team this year. They had won the Venison Trophy. They had the most wins. The Kings are right there, over 100 points, Capitals over 100 points. It depends on the goaltending, I think Colorado's suffering right now because the goaltending is not great. If they're not scoring, they're not winning.
That's the nature of the game, right?
Yeah, and they got scorers on this team.
That's the nature of the game, Paps.
Yeah.
Paps.
Baseball's been really a little screwy too, like Philly, I don't know where they're going. Mets are hot. They're playing Arizona for a 3-game series. Then they go to Missouri to play the Cardinals. Yankees got the Orioles right now. Then they go back home to play Tampa Bay. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Yankees,
Well, they're over 500. Like, are you really stressing it all that much? Like, I don't understand.
I like seeing beat teams like the Orioles who's struggling right now. They're 11-17. This is the teams you got to beat.
I know, but again, he's like, I know we've already, we've had this conversation. That, I mean, just because in your eyes you're supposed to beat them, they are professionals as well.
Yeah.
And you can't win every single game. You're gonna have an off day.
Yeah.
Blues, Jets series tied 2-2. Yeah. Montreal Canadiens, Capitals.
I got that wrong then.
Up 3-1. Panthers.
They were 3-1.
Lightning, defending Stanley Cup champion. Panthers lead 3-1. They play tomorrow. Yeah.
Tampa gave
so I don't think anybody has progressed yet.
No. That could happen tonight though.
Tonight could be a determining factor.
Well, unless the Devils pull one out and come back home.
Hollywood cheering 5 bits. Cheers right back at you. Thank you, Hollywood. Cheers. Appreciate the bits, brother. Thank you so much, man. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go, everybody.
Always been a surprise for the Mets. I keep forgetting one. They got him from Oakland. Griffith Canning, I think his name is. This guy's been good.
Griffith Kennedy?
Canning.
No, you're talking with food in your mouth. I can't understand you.
I think it's Canning. Canning.
Canning?
This guy's really pitching lights out. He's 4-0.
Nah, that's, Mm-hmm.
McGill's
was he pitching on that 19 to 5 win?
Yes, yeah.
He was a pitcher?
Yeah.
Did he pitch the whole game?
No.
When they take him out?
6 or 7. Mets were up 13-0.
No point in burning him out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Have Washington put a position player to pitch.
Because they were going through so many pitchers?
Yeah.
Who did they throw in?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because I remember like the Yankees had that one season. I think they put Nick Swisher in there.
Yeah.
We're going way back here.
No, they like I said, they don't want to waste their bullpen. The game is over. You know, it's the 8th inning. It's 19-0 or 19-5.
It's over.
So, well, like I said, see what they do tonight. Brandon Nimmo, 9 RBIs.
You said he tied
A record.
the record for the Mets.
Yeah.
With 9 RBIs. I was actually talking to Brick about that earlier. I know he's a Mets fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying Nimmo. He also said Lindor.
Never did that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Lindor did very well.
Oh, he's been doing great.
Was it Lindor? He said had a 3-run homer in the 6th, a grand slam in the 7th, and
that's Nimmo.
that was Nimmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then a 2-run single late in the game.
Yo, Dr. Mofo, what's up, bro? Mofo saying good day, all. How y'all been? Excuse me. Doing good, brother. How you been, man? How's the family? How's everything going, bro? It's good to see you.
How's Australia?
That's right. It's probably getting colder over there now, right?
Is that right? That's how it changes? We
I
get
think-
warmer, they get colder?
I think when we're in summer, Australia's in winter, and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like Mofi, since we've known each other, I feel like, have I heard from Eric? No, I haven't heard from him lately.
He'll be on.
Hopefully. I would hope that that's something that
Yeah.
that would be, like, taken too out of context or taken, like,
Guns.
taken. That was last week.
Yeah. This
is this week.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I haven't heard from him, bro. Hopefully he's doing well. I was thinking about him over the weekend. I was like, because there are like, again, with his girlfriend Victoria's Creations and all the goodies that they put together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the controller holder and stuff like that. I do enjoy ordering things from them.
Okay.
Got a great selection of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a relatively, like, Sunday I had things going on.
Yeah.
Helping out the Hudson Valley Horrors.
Yep. Derby.
That was an exciting game. They had a live band there. It was really good stuff. Really good time.
Where'd they situate them?
Do you know where, like, the announcer's booth is? Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay.
But, they were playing, like, and I finally, because, so it was the dude that used to help serve beer with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny, because, like, after they played their first set, he came over for a beer. He's like, it's so weird being on this side of the table.
Ah.
And I was like, right, normally you're sitting here next to me, helping me out, now you're the entertainment tonight. He goes, oh, easy. Easy. So busy. Have Adam live with me full time now, so sorting out schools for him, and it's getting colder here. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wow, that is weird.
Well, that's just how that's how the globe works, you know.
Oh, yeah.
As we're going around the sun, like
Probably dark there, where it's light out here.
oh yeah, like right now we're going into the evening. He's going into the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I get this timing right. So if it's 6:30 over here, so it's got to be like 8:30 in the morning over there on Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's a day ahead.
Yep.
I could be wrong. I'm gonna record this week's trivia question here later. Oh, you know what, Hollywood? I did have a question for you. Do you want us to use the bonus trivia question from last week that we didn't get to? Because I know when we do these shows and we get into conversations, especially later on in the show, or still working, like, you know, or however long it takes to get through the first trivia question. Do you want us to use last week's bonus as this week's bonus, and then the trivia question that you're going to record now we do today, and then last week's bonus after that?
Close to 8 a.m.
Yeah, see, I was close. It's a 13 and a half hour difference.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he's already awake.
Now, obviously, he's talking to us.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he's an early bird. 8:30. Shit. I'm still snoring.
Yeah, no. I'm normally,
8:30, you're at work already.
Oh, yeah, I'm already into the day.
Started.
Although, if it's 8:30 on a weekend, I am not awake.
No, that's different.
I shut the alarm clocks off, brah.
And why should you? Those are the days I usually have one day off. I'd love to sleep late, but never happened.
Nah.
Always everybody, come on up, we're going to do it. So, I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no, I started with that. Like, I had alarm clocks set for the weekend. I'm like, what am I doing? These are my days off. This is my day to relax. Or try to, you know?
Oh, okay.
Pops, a few weeks ago, I made a mistake. Brian Leach never played on Edmonton Oilers and won a cup. I was thinking of Adam Graves.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I don't remember.
I think Broski met Adam Graves.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay. Well, he used to hang around in Manhattan, so sometimes you'd meet them.
Yeah.
I met Vincent Price from a distance. The actor Vincent Price.
Yeah.
We were just riding in the car, and there he comes across at a red light. I'm like, hey, Vincent! And he smiled and waved. He was one of my biggest horror fans that I remember.
Oh, yeah. I would say in this week's trivia first, then use last week's bonus trivia question second.
Okay.
All right. We'll make sure that, we'll try to put enough time aside for that. It gets a little difficult towards the end of the show.
Today we'll do it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll have a time limit for the questions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Buttons.
Baseball. We just had the football draft. Did you watch any of it? I watched a little bit.
I can't watch any of it.
That's right. You don't have that.
So I always rely on you for sports information or the internet.
I'll be honest, I wasn't watching much of it.
Yeah.
It was on from Thursday to Saturday. I know who the Giants got.
They got a defensive tackle.
Abdul Carter, defensive end.
Defensive end, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's the guy that tries to rush the quarterback. Which I'm so happy they got. I hope he's any good. I think they got an offensive tackle, too.
You hear that? Thought I heard like knocking on the wall. Sorry.
I heard something too.
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Not just me.
No.
It's probably the cat fucking around out there
Could
somewhere.
be, yeah. So the Giants got those two. I don't know how much help these guys are going to be. Hopefully they're good.
Well, it's going to take them a minute for them to, get their feet wet.
Number 25th pick, they took a quarterback, which I don't understand, but I'm betting they're using for trade bait.
Well, that's what you originally said.
Yeah. Well, why would you get a quarterback when you got Russell Wilson and who's the other guy they got?
Jameis Winston.
Winston, yeah. Why would you even draft a quarterback?
Well, I think it's what you said. I'm just agreeing with what you said is that you think that they did that because now they have trade bait.
Yeah. Unless you're getting rid of one of the other two. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I know Hollywood. Hollywood was updating me on the draft. It's just there's so many things that go on during the course of a stream and the draft that and I'm not very good at retaining information to begin with. Like it's so much to process that I knew we had a defensive player that was picked up for the Giants.
Yeah, I never.
I didn't know. I forgot whether I don't know if you told me about that, Hollywood. I don't remember any conversations about the Giants picking up another quarterback. But again, I think it falls suit to what you had said before the draft, especially when the Giants had made those moves to get Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson on the team.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all if they again use Jameis Winston as trade bait at some point.
Or the new guy.
Or the new guy, or Tommy DeVito. Like, it would not surprise me in the least, because now you have 4 quarterbacks on the team. You don't need 4.
Tommy DeVito is always, if he goes in the other team, he's going to be the backup.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be the starter.
No, of course, but it's the same point. You're trading for pieces that the Giants are missing.
Yeah.
And right now, they're not missing a quarterback. They have plenty.
He started here for only one reason. They were so bad, with their starting quarterbacks, who always got hurt anyway. Well, yeah. I wonder what happened to him, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah.
Well, he went to Minnesota, never played last year. And that was a 1-year deal. So, I know the other guy, Sam Darnold's gone. He signed a 3-year deal.
Sam Darnold from the Giants?
No. Sam Darnold was on Minnesota last year, remember?
I thought we were still talking about the Giants, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. So, he went somewhere and signed a 3-year deal.
There we go. I saw it. I spotted it. I spotted it, Hollywood.
We don't buy views?
Yeah, don't worry about that, Pops. Keep going with what you were talking about. Or just sit there quietly.
Oh, I know. I'm just reading.
Yeah. No, don't worry. It's
I don't know.
Yeah.
Same with the Jets. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think they got an offensive tackle, too.
Yeah, no, Hollywood. We do have Russell Wilson, but to what Pops is talking about is now the Giants have 4 quarterbacks within the one that they drafted. Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Tommy DeVito. And and going back to episodes of the Pops Wiz SportsCast that we talked earlier in the year, especially after we acquired Jameis Winston and then after that acquired Russell Wilson.
Yeah, which shocked me, but
at the same time, you made a solid point. I would not be surprised if one of these players is used as trade bait in some way, shape, or form.
No team keeps 4 quarterbacks. No way. So somebody's going.
Yeah, first stringer, second stringer, third stringer. That's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's this draft pick that they got that somebody won. Somebody young, fresh out of college.
Yeah.
And I can't think of his name.
That beats the hell out of me.
Like I said, I never followed college, so. Like I said, I don't even know who the guy was. This guy, Abdul Carter, from who the Giants drafted. I guess he was somebody good.
Well, yeah, if they grabbed him early on.
You need somebody to rush the quarterback. That's been the Giants' problem. Dexter Lawrence was damn good this year.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the line. You get this guy, that guy, and this guy coming at you. Now you got a shot.
You want to try to create a kind of chemistry that the Eagles had in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I did not know that Russell Wilson went to the Giants. Oh, yeah, bro. It was shortly after they acquired Jameis Winston, man.
That's why we don't know what the hell's going on. They signed him for $21 million. I think 10 guaranteed.
Hollywood cheered another 5 bits. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you for the bits, brother.
So the Giants are making
Cheers right back at you, man.
Everybody's scratching their head to know what the hell they're doing. NFL.
I think you're gonna closest to it.
Well, I want to see what NFL, reporters say about this move, and they're not gonna do nothing now because.
Yeah, but half the time they're not right.
Okay.
I wouldn't look at them as the book of it's.
Yeah, a lot of them are good. They're insiders. They follow these teams.
Yeah.
And they're gonna sneak out information somehow.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't just, they're giving what they think as well. That doesn't mean that it holds any water.
No.
No.
But like I said, some of them get.
So I think I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm not. I'm also what I am saying is that they're not always right.
No.
So that's the point I'm making. If you're looking at them like, to get an opinion or a thought on something, that's one thing. I don't think that they'd be like, I mean, again, you formulate your own opinions.
No, I know.
And you already did, and it's one I actually agree with, because I think that the Giants stacked up on the quarterback position because now they have something to play with here.
Yeah.
For teams that desperately need a quarterback.
But I disagree with what you said, though. These guys that follow the teams, they're really good. They get a lot of information from inside.
So you disagree with me, so then that they're always right.
No, I didn't say they're always right.
That's what I said.
But they're close.
But you're disagreeing with me.
When Soto signed with the Mets, that guy was following the Mets, Andy Martino.
Yeah.
He knew right away.
Yeah,
He cracked the story.
I didn't say that they're always wrong. What I said is that not everything they say holds water.
No,
they're not always right, and I wouldn't always yes, of course, when you're listening to them, you're hearing professionals talk about the sports, and like you said, insider information, but also to formulate your own opinions and thoughts as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I said what you said. I think makes sense. Now we could wait and see what they feel about that, and maybe they agree, maybe they're just as curious, questioning it, but at the same time, I think the way you described it is the most accurate from, they played the game or they've watched the game, they've analyzed the game for a long time. So have you.
Yeah. But
it's just you're not in a position where you could sit in a booth and broadcast.
They're not going to say nothing.
You're in the game room broadcasting it on the internet,
Because right now you got basketball playoffs, hockey playoffs, and baseball's here, so football's on the outs right now. They're not talking about it.
That's not true.
I watch Sports Night, and I watch that almost every night. Never mention anything about the teams right now.
That's because they're talking about the crazy scores in baseball.
Well, no, because
and
baseball's
other than
here.
Draft, yeah. This could be the Giants' year. I wouldn't go that far, Hollywood.
Giants' year.
I'm not that optimistic. I mean,
I hope they could win 7 games.
Yeah, if we win 7 or 8 games, then that's a good year for me.
Yeah, if you can go 7-10 or 8-9.
Everyone's I've listened to over the last month, especially after we acquired Russell Wilson, and I've listened to channels on the internet talk about how, this is a great, acquisition. Am I using that word correctly? Acquisition. Thank you. I'm sorry. This is a great acquisition right here. And I'm like...
I didn't think so, either one.
I said, I think it's better than what we had.
Yeah, but going nowhere. Both of these guys are washed up.
But yeah,
they're past their prime.
To sit there and think that the Giants, with what they just did, is a playoff contender, I think that is still far away.
Yeah. You got to draft a young guy like the other teams were doing. The Jalen Hurts of the world, Jane Daniels... what's the guy in Green Bay?
Jordan Love.
Guys like that. That may bring you somewhere.
Well, again, like you said Jalen Hurts, but
he's only been around 4 or 5
years. Let's not exclude the Philadelphia front line there on the defense. They won that game.
Of course they did.
But I get what you're saying when it comes to quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, he'll keep you in the game. Now, whether or not the rest of the team can, finish, whether it's the defense, special teams, this, that, and the third, whether or not they could finish the game off is another question. Because, I know the quarterback is a big position in football, but to sit there and think that a game being won or lost is based solely on the quarterback's performance is outrageous. Mm-hmm. You sat there and you watched 4 guys take down the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs this past Super Bowl and put pressure on Mahomes as if they were blitzing every down. Yeah. Spagnuolo must have been sitting there like, what the fuck? This is what I'm normally known for, and they're not even blitzing.
No, they just beat everybody to the punch.
He must have been pulling his hair out going, how'd he do it with only 4 guys?
And his guys couldn't do nothing to stop.
No.
The Philadelphia, offense.
The blitzes, all they were able to do, and it was one thing that you called out earlier on, was they were able to stop the run. They were able to hold, Saquon Barkley
Right.
to a much lower number than he's used to. He
52
did have
yards.
one outstanding play late in the game, but in the first half, like 52 yards.
Thank you.
See, I'm about to go to the store with Papa Hollywood. Might lurk for a bit. I'll let you know when I'm back. Sounds good, Hollywood. Let's go, bro. Yo, pick up some curly fries for me, man. Yo, Blue coming in 40 months in a row with that tier 1. Oh! My! Go!
I think the good Lord heard you.
Thank you, Blue, saying, hey, guys, hope you're doing well. Out on the road working. Yo!
Oh, my God.
What did we tell you about playing with your phone and being out on the road, Blue?
Well, it's an hour difference there, right? Still earlier there. What time is it here?
Miss Mo better be in the car with you.
What time is it here right now in New York?
That's 6:45.
So it's 5:45 there, right? It's an hour difference.
What does that have anything to do with what I just said?
I'm just saying, it's still light out.
Oh, yeah.
It's still working.
Yeah. What up, Blue? Hope you're doing
I
fantastic.
hope your Avalanche can pull out a win tomorrow. Otherwise, they're history. Shocking me that they're losing.
I know, he's going, he went from, they suck, to now he's like, I don't know what's going on over here.
Avalanche was good all year. They can score. I don't know. Like I said, the goaltending.
It's 4:45 p.m. over there right now, Sam Blue.
2 hours.
I thought it was only a 1 hour difference.
Oh, with the clock going up, I think they went up.
Well, no, it's a 1 hour difference, Minnesota.
Okay, 2 hours in Colorado. Okay, gotcha.
I've got his phone, Mismo here. Hello, gentlemen. That's okay. All right. What up, Mismo? It's like, Blue, you better not be driving that car and playing on the phone.
He's much smarter than to do that.
I know. Mismo has everything going. It's great to see you guys. And again, thank you so much for the 40 months in a row.
God,
Holy shit.
3.5 years almost.
How many?
Almost 3.5 years.
Woo!
How are them Nuggets doing? Are they still alive?
2 hours Mountain Standard Time, they're saying.
Oh, I know what I mixed up with the basketball and hockey. I think 2 basketball teams already
The
eliminated.
cat just knocked a dog bone off the counter. I heard something drop.
You're right.
Tell you, this bat's got sharper radar than you think. Let's see. We're good here. Yup, Nuggets are still in it. Rockies suck. See, Avs are doing good. Rockies suck, and the Nuggets are still in it. See, I think you guys have been listening to Papa K too long. Now you're sitting there saying your Rockies suck. What's going on here? What is going on here? No. What's how bad is it? How bad? What's the Rockies? What's Colorado Rockies record right now? How bad is it? How bad is it, guys? Got to be in the double digits by now, right? When it comes to wins. Come on. Where the fuck did he go? He went to go pick up the dog treat and then he just disappeared. They really do. Dead last in the entire league. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Rockies suck. It's dead last is it's rough. Tell Papa K that the Nuggets series is tied 2-2. I'll let him know when he gets out. He just disappeared. I was like, oh, I think the cat knocked the dog treat off the table. And he went to go check it and then never came back. kind of shit is that? We're going to have to harp on him now.
Denver Nuggets are still alive, you said?
Yeah, 2-2. How long does it take to pick up a dog treat? I heard you sneak out back, didn't you? Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, Denver's, they're tied 2-2?
Yeah.
Okay. I think 2 of the basketball teams are already eliminated. That's who I saw, not hockey.
Oh, yeah, what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, 2 teams of, let's see, God, I watched the game yesterday. Cleveland. Cleveland defeated the Heat 4-0. And there's one more other team, I forgot. I don't know who it is right now. That was up 4-0. Eliminated their opponent. So hopefully the Knicks can do that tonight.
So wait a minute. I feel like there's some foolery going around here.
Why?
Because I heard the back door open. You didn't go out for a cigarette? I knew it. Like I said, this bat's got sharper radar than you realize. You can't lie to me. I knew it.
I've been really good.
Well, I mean, that's good. Like how good is really good in your eyes?
Today?
2.
2.
Okay.
And a half.
Okay. You're sneaking one before the break. So that's your half of the break then, right?
Yeah, maybe.
There goes that really good. Oh, man, the pretzels are hard.
Yeah, Hollywood. They play tonight at the Garden. Hopefully they'll, take care of business. Just blow this team away. And show them we are tougher than you think physically. Fight back.
Yeah.
You got big guys on the Knicks. Towns, Mitchell Robinson. These guys are all like 6'10", 7 feet tall. Don't let these little punks push you around. No.
You can see that New York pride coming out of Papa K right there. Like, hey, get him! Get him!
Oh, Nuggets are 2-2. Huh? Wow.
I think the Knicks are home, Blue.
Yeah, they are.
All right?
Yeah. They just beat Detroit twice in Detroit.
What kind of pretzels are these again?
Snyder's.
Not bad.
They're on sale. 2 for $4. I got the little nuggets at home, and I got these.
Yeah, it's funny, we were talking about the Denver Nuggets earlier.
Nuggets. Yeah, Nuggets. The Denver refers to gold. That's why they call them Denver Nuggets. I think Colorado was famous for that way back.
We're finding gold?
In Colorado, yeah. In the mountains. Yep.
Now Colorado's famous for this. Let's go.
Beer, yeah, number 1.
Ice cold in the Rocky Mountains.
I wonder which is the number 1 beer right now.
There's so many beers out there.
Well, there's always right now top 4. It's Budweiser.
I don't
Miller.
know. I don't know if Budweiser's on top anymore.
Well, Bud Light is big.
Bud Light's coming back.
Bud Light is still big.
I think Miller Lite took over for a while.
Yeah, Miller. Now Coors Light is popular, but I see now they're putting sales on the ShopRite. Modelo. Top dollar.
Oh, yeah. Like any of those are definitely going to be...
A case of Modelo, right? The short
You
bottles.
look at like Dos Equis or Modelo or...
Second,
I mean, even Corona's more expensive than...
Oh, yeah. Corona's always been expensive. Heineken.
Yeah. Guinness.
Oh. Right now, there's a case of Modelo, and that's not... their bottles are only this big. $32.
How many ounces?
I don't think it's 12.
It's got to be.
I don't know.
It's probably just a differently shaped bottle.
The bottle looks awfully small to me to be 12 ounces.
I mean, again, when you look at this can,
it's tall but skinny.
It's tall and skinny.
Yeah.
The can. Where the fuck is yours? Do you want one?
Yeah. It's in the cooler.
Well, you can tell it's a different shape.
Yeah.
It's a different size. It's the same ounces. So I imagine Modelo's have got to be 12 ounces.
Well, all these beers, distributors, they make their cans different. You see the Miller Lite has the aluminum cans. They're like with the twist off top.
Oh yeah, different packaging. Yeah, of course.
Coors Light has that. Budweiser has the tall ones.
Oh, yeah. What was that, Bud Light Platinum? Yeah.
That stuff is expensive. Oof.
That stuff will mess you up.
I know. Our neighbor likes that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-pack of that is like $10.
21 or older, make sure. When you're consuming alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm going to use the bathroom.
Like a lot of people believe that.
Speaking of consumption.
Yeah.
This is what it does to you.
Yeah. Oh, right. Now I'm hoping when the Yankees could do something. Maybe I Google. What's the score of the Yankees game?
Currently, the Yankees are leading the Orioles 5-0 in the bottom of the first.
I like it. Somebody hit some home runs. I'm not Yanks. That's a beautiful park, Camden Yards. But boy, they made the fences, made the park bigger, and now I heard they pulled it back in again a little bit. Because they went from one extreme to another. They went from like 365 to 407. Now I think they brought him in again. All right. That's a good start. He's singing in the bathroom. Whoa.
What are you doing over here, buddy boy?
Yeah, you were right. He did not. He pulled the milk bone out of a bag.
Yeah,
And
because he's a
started
curious little cat.
playing. And started playing with it. I was like, you can't take Lucy's bone.
He'll play with you. You leave anything out there.
I know. Yankees up 5-0.
He loves Jay Swift's hair ties. Like we find those all over the fucking place. You know.
Yeah.
That's why, like, certain things, like, I always used to think that the cat was working with the dog. Because, like, there are certain things I'll tuck in the way back.
Yeah.
And then I'll come home and Lucy will be eating it on the floor. I'm like, how did you get that? And Bowser's just standing on top of the counter like, how do you think she got it? It's called an assist.
Whatever. Did you hear what I said? Yankees up 5-0.
No, I didn't hear that.
5-0 first inning.
Are you excited about it, or do
Yeah.
you want to shit on them some? Like, how do you want to... I can never tell where you're going to go. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down.
Keep going. It's only the first inning.
You think it's enough?
Never enough on Camden Yards. Ever. Keep going. You know, save some for tomorrow, but score like 10 tonight.
What do you mean save some for tomorrow?
It's a joke.
Are you still that superstitious mind going on? You think there's only so many hits in a bat?
Mets scored 19 last night. Watch today. Depends who they're facing. What pitcher they're facing. They could get shut out. You know?
I still think it's outrageous how, like, crazy the scores have been. At least from the ones I've seen between, like, the New York Yankees and the Mets. How many other teams out there have scored double digits like that?
Quite a few from what I saw.
Can you name me some?
No. I think I saw Boston score 20.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was one other team that scored 20 runs already. First I looked, I thought it was like a first quarter basketball score.
I thought you look at it sometimes, you think it's like, you know, football scores
Yeah,
going
well, I know
on.
football's not around, but
I know, I'm just saying. And look, I'm just comparing as well. You know.
Yep. I miss football. I mean, I love baseball, but boy, it's like forever.
Yeah. It's like, remember when they tried to do like the XFL league?
Yeah.
And like just to have football going into the summer?
They got it right now. United Football League, I think it's called.
Oh, UFL?
I
remember like when Vince McMahon tried to start up the XFL. And then you watch that and you're like, the fuck is this?
The closest I saw was in the 60s, the AFL. And they had a hard time competing with the NFL. If they didn't merge, AFL was done.
Yeah.
But they had so many good players in the AFL. It had to be.
But again, like with the XFL, they're just trying to create, like, I think that was Vince trying to expand way too much.
It wasn't gonna work.
And you watch some of these plays, and it's just like it was like you were watching like Pee Wee football or something.
They're not gonna get television rights, commercials. Like CBS, right?
They had that. It was just not the same kind of plays that like you see in professional football. And you see that bullet go down to the tight end, bam, right in the numbers, and he runs 3 guys over. Like they were sitting there throwing the ball up, and the guys were like juggling it, like
But look at Sundays, right?
It was a circus.
CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox. On Sunday, you can be hooked to the television for football from 1 o'clock till 12 o'clock.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, I might be one of them.
That's what I know right off the bat. Thursday night, they put the games on Prime. That laptop right there.
Yeah.
That's all Prime right there. It's. I love it that they put it on Twitch.
I hate
because
it.
I don't have cable anymore.
Yeah, I do, but
yeah, well, you get all the Sundays games. What are you being greedy for?
no, I want
You
to
don't get one game.
I want them all.
Yeah, you got to come over here while I play video games.
I still think they should switch Thursday night to Friday night.
I said, Pops, we'll do a Thursday night, we'll do the sportscast on Tuesday. All right, check this out, guys. Listen to this. We'll do the sportscast on Tuesday. Come Thursday night during the football season while I'm playing games over here, I'll have you set up with the laptop over there. You can watch the game and turn around and go, they just scored. You'd be on stream again.
Yeah. I don't want to get that famous.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but you'd be able to watch the game.
Son of a bitch is on again?
Yeah.
No.
You'd be able to watch the game over there.
No. You know what I do Thursdays.
No. Oh, yeah, I do. He is Don Papa K. You don't need to know what he does on Thursdays.
No.
It's a no.
I'm making my collections.
He's yeah. That's a good way to word that. So your payment is due.
I was watching Al Pacino. One of his first movies was Serpico, where he played a cop. Man, he was smoking like a fiend in that movie.
Oh yeah, we're going back a minute.
Yeah, and he's smoking in Godfather.
Yeah, those came out.
But later, only a couple of years, almost the same time.
It was around, again, as movies progressed and everything, cigarettes are not advertised like that as often.
No. But in those days, everybody was smoking.
Yeah, it was different time, different, again, different ways to advertise.
One thing I'm thinking, I know it sounds silly, I hung around with a pretty large crew on Zarriga Avenue, right?
Yeah.
I can only remember maybe 1 or 2 of the girls smoked.
It's all guys?
All guys, yeah. And a lot of them didn't smoke. But I was thinking, in my head, stupid shit, I was thinking about...
random thoughts?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about the crew I hung around. Sometimes I even dream about it. And I think back, I said, no, none of them smoked.
Huh.
Yeah. 2 girls I remember smoked.
That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. But in those days, in the 60s, everybody was smoking. That was the cool thing to do. Everybody, I knew guys loved Newport or Salem. That was were menthol. Marlboro and Winston were the big cigarettes there. And the older guys smoked the non-filter. Camel, Lucky Strike, Pall Mall.
Yeah, actually in a couple days will mark 1 year.
Yeah.
Since I've had a cigarette.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Let's go. When are you going to stop?
Well, then we'll do a high five forever.
Well, anyways.
So we got the Knicks tonight. The Devils
possibly could win it.
Yeah.
Move on to that.
The Devils are on tonight.
How many more rounds in basketball?
Oh, you got another...
If the Knicks win tonight, they move on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I don't know.
It'd be 4-1. It's not who they'd face, but again.
Well, it's very important. I don't think they're going anyway after this.
My question is, how many more rounds are left till the championship? Do they even call the basketball championship anything?
Yeah, well, the NBA title.
The NBA title. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, the Stanley Cup is hockey.
Yeah.
You know.
You got the first round. Now, I don't know if they have to face Cleveland or the Celtics, which is going to be tough. Either one.
You don't think they can do it?
They both of them wiped us out during the season. We didn't win one game.
Yeah, it's a clean slate.
I know, but we didn't win one game.
It's different times.
I would say, unless Tatum is back, if Tatum is hurt, I'd rather face Boston. Because the Cavaliers are just... You know what the score was yesterday? I turned it on. Like in the second quarter. It was 72-21. Something like that. Yeah. I think they beat them by about 50.
Thank you, Mismo.
Yeah, but...
I was just saying that's awesome, Wiz. Almost 1 year, no cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
May 4th. I remember it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it exactly because my neighbor, we had a fight night. Saw him Monday or Sunday, and I was like, we gotta get another fight night going.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, we had the boxing fight next door, and that night I brought a pack of Zins with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you gave one to Gus.
And I was really trying to push okay, I want to see how low I can get the number tonight. And then when I only had 2, I was like, I think I found something that's going to help me break through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. Again, Zins do, for anybody watching, Zins do contain nicotine in them, so it is an addictive chemical.
It's getting popular because they raised the price again.
And it's something, again, you have to be 18 years or older to order.
How much were you? Same? Still?
It's like $6.88. And depending upon where you go, the price varies.
Yeah. Well, you know where I go. It was $8. I think $8.16.
Yeah. No, it depends upon where you go, the prices vary.
Well, my point is people are using them and they're raising the price.
Let's see. Mismo's asking, how was the weekend with WrestleMania night? How was the food? That's right. I didn't get to post the food, Mismo. It was a great weekend. I think I might have partied a little too hard.
You think?
A little bit. Got a little excited.
Huh.
Up
till 3 a.m. I'd say overdid it a little.
Give or take. I still made it to Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, no. See, Mismo, when I made the burgers, so I made burgers and dogs. I could not find the hot dogs that Eric was talking about. We don't have them over here. Salin's.
Mm-hmm.
But, so I was making the burgers, and I have this smokehouse maple seasoning from McCormick's that I used. Just to, I kept it salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. And then I hit it with the McCormick's smokehouse maple seasoning. And then just to make sure that the seasoning didn't grill off, when I flipped the burger, when it was time to put the cheese on, I added another dash of the seasoning to it and then put the cheese over top of that. So that it sealed it in. Mm-hmm. Sealed that flavor in. Okay. And, yeah. By the time I realized it was time to take pictures, my buddy was already halfway through his burger. I did get this compliment, though. My buddy Blaze and B-Rye.
Yeah.
He told me... I asked him the question after we finished the food. And I was like... And I told him, I said, by the way, if you enjoyed that, I have 2 more patties left, and I have a bunch more hot dogs left, so I'll keep the grill, to the side. If you want me to fire it back up, let me know. But I asked him, I go, because he's had your burgers before. Mm-hmm. So I said, Blazin', I said, how would you compare my burger to Papa K's burger? Mm-hmm. And he gave me a very nice compliment. He said, at first he was like, shit, that's a tough question. I was like, listen, I'll take constructive criticism. It's not a loaded question.
What am I?
He said your cheeseburgers.
Who's this?
blazing B-Rye.
Oh.
Yeah. So he goes, well, so he answered the question. He goes, listen, if Papa K's burger is a 10 out of 10, this burger is an 8 out of 10. And I was like, that's a win. I'm getting better. I'm messing around with some stuff, you know?
Now, if you ask Serber the question, he'd give me probably a 10 out of 10 also.
I think most people do. when you're on the money, you got the timing just right, your burgers are 10 out of 10, easy.
I had enough. No, I want a hamburger. And I have chopped meat at home, so don't think I might not make one.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
When I get home at a reasonable hour.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I get to watch a chance to watch the Nick game, maybe.
Oh, yeah. As soon as we end the show, I'll take you straight home, and then you can make yourself a burger, and boom, boom, boom. Let's see. That sounds amazing, says Mismo. Just means you have to make them again. Let us know, and we'll be over.
Yeah.
You guys can come over anytime you like, you know.
Yeah.
Summer hasn't started yet, and I'm already grilling. Let's go.
Well, we're in the second month of spring.
I know.
Started.
Comparing with Pop's food is not fair. Pops has a few more years of cooking on you. I know. But at the same time, Ismo, to just have that, as I've been learning different techniques and different ways to season.
It's good to know how to cook, let me tell you.
Yeah. And of course, I learned a lot from you through grilling.
Hey.
I knew, Pops, when I was starting to get really good at it.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but I knew when I was starting to get really good at it was the first time I took over, we were at your house. I think it was a Sunday barbecue.
London broil?
I took over the London broil. And you were like, let's see what all the the fuss is about. And so I was sitting there, of course, Papa K over here, he was backseat grilling. He was like, what, you flipping it already? Why'd you turn it that way? You taking it off already? Are you sure it's done? And then I cut it up real nice and thin. Papa K took a bite.
Yeah.
Got halfway through the bite and went, all right, you're taking over on steaks now.
Yeah, well.
That's when I knew. Like, the handing the torch over, like, okay.
Hey, everybody else agreed.
You know.
They said sometimes I overdid it, overcooked it. And people don't like, they want pink or whatever, red in the middle.
I don't know what the consensus across the board is. I mean, you guys can fill us in on this. Like, when you're having for anybody that enjoys a good steak, how do you normally like your steak prepared? Like, for me, I always, try to go medium.
Medium well.
You like medium well.
Well, some people like, when you ask them, how do you want it, said, bloody kicking.
Want it still alive.
I don't like.
No, anytime, if I know that I'm trying to save up, for leftovers, I'll try to keep it, a little rarer than medium. So this way, when you heat it up in the microwave at work,
still ready.
then now it's just medium.
Yeah.
You know?
And it depends on the meat. I've got London broils that like butter, and I got London broils that, like shoe leather.
I mean,
I've cut.
Yeah. I've also seen techniques on how to marinate it so that you use it acidic things. I know my mother-in-law likes to use, a red wine. Mm-hmm. The acidity of a red wine breaks down the meat a bit, makes it a little bit more tender.
Yeah.
So, with tougher meats, there are different ways to tenderize it. Other than using the meat beater and just beating the hell out of it, doing a little Rocky.
I'm going to try this week. So sirloin is a decent price, not a great price.
How much for sirloin?
$5.99 a pound. It's okay. Well, normally you're looking at least $9.99.
I know sirloin's expensive.
Yeah. But now that it's getting warmer, people barbecuing, you're going to see London broil be on sale. You'll get remember when I get 2 for $11? And they're pretty damn big.
My neighbor over here got a Blackstone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been messing around with it. Mainly more breakfast-like foods, like bacon, eggs, like fajitas and things like that.
I haven't had bacon in a while.
But we were talking, because he's tried my grilling. I made open-faced steak sandwiches one night.
Okay.
And he it was one of those, a spontaneous barbecue, We're just you know what, let's just, fuck it. We got a couple people here, how about we fire the grill up? And I was like, that's all you had to say, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm already like putting an apron on. Like, I thought you'd never ask. Let's go. And he's like, we bought steaks, but I don't think we have enough for everybody. And that's when I came up with the idea. Give me the steaks. Let me take a look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And he had, I think he had like Italian bread or French bread or something like that. And I was like, I got it. We do the steaks. We cut them into slivers. Toast the bread. Season it up nice, right? Get it nice and toasty. And then we melt some cheese on top. He had mozzarella. Open face steak sandwiches, man. And it was a hit. And that's why, like, when we were sitting there, when he got the Blackstone. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it. And he's like, you want to help me clean it up? I go, yep. Let's go. And we start cleaning it up. And I was like, the price of me helping you clean this up is, I'm going to get the grill on this, right? He's like, motherfucker, you're the first person I'm calling. So,
good show.
I can't wait to get over there this summer. And I've never grilled on a Blackstone before, so pretty excited for it.
Can't wait to eat later.
Yeah. Pretty excited.
What's his name? Who's the guy that always talks about food? Wild Man?
Wild Man Dave.
Yeah. Watch him come on now. Yeah, I haven't had bacon in a while. I got a pound of bacon at home. Bacon and eggs. Eggs are still so expensive.
Yeah,
$4.79
well,
for 12, and this is at Walmart. God, when is this gonna end?
Never.
It will.
Yeah. It's
I never forget when it was really bad and I was in ShopRite. 18-pack, $9.89. I'm like, I thought I was seeing things, and then I heard about this chicken flu or whatever they call it.
Yeah, no, I remember that thing. Yeah, they got mad at me again because I know I said this before, but I'll say it again. I was looking at that. I go, why are eggs so expensive if it's a bird flu, but chicken legs still cost the same?
Yeah, same with chicken breast.
And they were like, you can go collect carts now. And I was like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah. No, it was true. Same right now. I mean, they're not as good. Usually you get the chicken breast at Walmart for $1.99. Right now it's $2.89. So it's like 90 cents more. But still, it's not bad. I get 5 of those. I cut them into, I make 15.
I know, you cut them, you thin them out.
Thin them out, yeah.
That's how I don't know about anybody else. That's how I prefer chicken cutlets.
Oh, the thinner the better.
Thin, breaded, little bit of crispiness on the edges.
Now, if you buy them already sliced thin, double the price.
Oh, yeah, because you're paying for convenience.
Yeah, but man, that is some convenience you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like $2.99 or $2.89, now it's $5.99 a pound. Because they're sliced thin.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I do it myself. I get those nice knives. I don't know, one of you gave them to me. With the red handle.
It's probably me.
Yeah, and they're sharp as anything, so.
Because I remember going over your house one time trying to cut the London broil, and I was like, using 2 hands.
Knives are not very sharp. I know. What are you going to do?
Yeah, we just get you new knives and you throw the old ones out.
Yeah.
You didn't save the old ones, did you?
Probably. One day I'll get them, since I don't have a dumpster anymore, I just hold on to shit. Then one day I just pile it into a bag and throw it in your container.
I know. I always tell you, if there's room in there, fucking do it.
Yeah, you always have enough room.
Yeah.
Especially now that you're alone.
I stand alone. Everything that I believe is jaded. I stand alone.
No, Eric, huh? He might be upset at you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to upset, but I just.
Well, let's see if he comes out on Thursday.
Yeah. Again, I hope Eric's doing great.
Mm-hmm. No,
I'm not gonna get too into it, but
No. Whatever. I am ready for the Yankees to kick the shit out of the Orioles.
What's the score right now?
Hey Google, what's the score of the Yankees game?
Currently, the Yankees are leading the Orioles 6-0 in the top of the third.
6-0 Yanks.
Was that enough?
No. I'm telling you. And I know this park. This is like Fenway Park. The ball flies out of here. I'd like to see him get at least 4 more.
We'll see.
Now, knock on wood, right? Rodon is pitching. He's pitched 2 great games. His last 2. Now, if he can hold these guys down.
What's his ERA like right now? If he's been really that much on fire, he's got to be rocking like what?
He wasn't so good early in the year, so but the last 2 games, I think he's given up 1 run in each game.
Shit.
Yeah. So his ERA is probably over 3. In Major League Baseball now, that's a good thing. Well, you can look it up.
Right now, as the 2025 season, he's got a 3-3 record, ERA 3.5.
Okay, that's what
strikeouts 45, and he's got a WHIP of 1.06.
I don't even know what whip means.
Shit, I always forget this.
I have no idea what it means.
Wins, hits, innings pitched.
Okay. Something that we never even heard of in my day.
It's been around forever, right? That's what it is, right, Chad?
Wasn't around in my day. Never heard of whip in the 60s and 70s.
No, I think that came along in the 90s.
Oh, so you said forever. Not forever.
No, I didn't mean like
saves. Never around. There's no such thing as a save.
When did that start?
Probably in the 70s. I'll say late 70s with Sparky Lyle, Goose Gossage.
Who was the first player to get a save?
No idea.
That's a little trivia question right there for you guys, eh?
I know the DH started in 72. And look how long it took the National League to get it. Over 50 years. And I don't hear nobody complaining. It was, it takes a strategy away. Forget that. Pitchers are hitting 112. Give me a DH. You know what a DH for the Yankees is right now? He's got 7 home runs and like 15 RBIs. I don't think a pitcher would ever have that.
No, isn't that completely out of the game now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done. Both.
And I think you're taking a shot at me here.
No.
Because I did complain about it because I think it took away some strategy. I felt like it was like a move that was made that wasn't really voted on. It was a decision made and they're like, this is the new rule.
Well, because the National League kept refusing it, and finally Major League Baseball said, you don't have any say anymore.
See, that's what's crazy to me, though.
Well, they let it go.
That's dictatorship, right?
Well, they let it go for 50 years, and Major League Baseball wants to see scoring. They don't want to.
Major League Baseball wants to see ratings,
and scoring makes ratings.
Exactly.
Just like the steroid era, they didn't do nothing about it because they knew ratings were phenomenal. The seats were packed.
Yeah.
Look at the Mets right now. They got Juan Soto, right? Every game is almost 40,000 on any night. So, he's going to pay for himself. Because if he can fill 82 games with 40,000 people in the stands, Mr. Cohen's making a lot of money.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he's not producing, and we all know...
They're still there.
And listen to me. Listen, let me finish my point here. Listen up now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not producing. We also know how Yankees and we all know how New York fans can turn real quick.
Yeah.
So how fast it happened with you?
No, I just called him a traitor.
Yeah.
I think he's a damn good ball player.
Oh.
Lousy outfielder.
3 weeks ago, you said the Yankees sucked.
What do you mean?
You said the Yankees sucked. You're like, yeah, they're not going nowhere.
No, we're talking about Juan Soto. I'm not talking about the Yankees.
I know. I'm using this as a reference as to how quickly
things can turn.
Someone can turn on their team.
Look at the Mets.
As New York. It's New York. It's well known here. I'm not saying anything out of the blue.
Mets are 20-9. They start losing, you see how fast fans are going to start booing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like if they lose a game where Juan Soto is in a position to hit a clutch ball and doesn't do so,
it's not been him right now.
I know. That's why
it's been Lindor, Alonso, obviously
Nimmo just destroying.
Now, Alvarez is back. He comes back the first game, hits a 2-run homer. They win 2-0.
Isn't their closer doing pretty well?
Diaz, yeah, he's good. The other guy, Ryan Stanek, is not doing so well. He blew 2 of the games in Washington. But Diaz was having something with his hip.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, he was. He pitched when they won 2-0.
You just hope that that's not like a problem that lingers
down the road,
later
so.
into the season.
So he couldn't pitch those 2 games, and they lost both of them.
Shit.
Games that they were winning. So let's see.
We shall
Like
see.
I said, they're 20-9. Let's see what they do this week. They beat up on Arizona and St. Louis again. Yep. I want to see what they do when they face the Braves, who are starting to slowly come back.
Well, you started the show with like, you're like, what are the Braves going to do?
They're too good offensively.
They got too much power.
Charlie Morton, their pitcher, right? They re-signed him. It's 0-6. This guy's a guy that's usually right on the money. And he's been terrible so far this year. Maybe he's done. He's 40 years old.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to come back from. 0-6 start.
0-6, yeah. And that's what they have. They faced some tough teams.
I mean,
they went 0-4 against the Dodgers.
You figure a starting pitcher every 5 games he pitches, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Average, right?
Yeah.
So that means for him to get back to 6-6, he'd have to win every outing
For the next 6 starts.
for the next 6 starts,
7.5.
which is like the next month and a half.
Yeah. No, it's hard coming back from that, sort of disaster. But they're hitting, like I said, if they stay healthy. Acuna Jr., the first baseman, the third baseman, the second baseman, the center fielder, the catcher. These guys can hit.
Yeah.
If they stay on the field, you watch by Memorial Day. They'll be right neck and neck fighting it out with the Mets and the Phillies. That's my prediction. Then they got 2 good pitchers. They lost Max Fried, who we got. It's 5-0. They didn't want to sign. But you got Spencer Strider. He's, no, unfortunately, this guy's not doing well. Charlie Morton, but I was shocked they re-signed him at 40. I would see you around. Next.
Yeah.
Start getting some pitchers that are young.
See, Hollywood saying I'm still out with Papa Hollywood. I would get the new trivia question up and ready for you. I promise. It's all good, Hollywood. Take your time, brother.
We're not going. We're only an hour and a half in.
Yeah, there's still an hour and a half of the show left, bro. Tell Papa Hollywood we said what's up.
That's right. He's the retired man, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to left for a puff.
All right, do what you gotta do, Papa K. Oh, Matt, go. I'm gonna steal the microphone for a little bit till we get Papa K back. Let's take a look at some standings right now. Let's see. Da 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 da. Flappa da bap bap da da da. There we go. Let's see where everybody's at. See Yankees right now. Oh, look at this. Again, 17-12. Not bad. Red Sox in second. Rays in third. Blue Jays in fourth. Orioles in fifth. And when you look at these numbers, it's this division could still go all over the place. Let's see, we got that was the East. We got American League Central. Tigers 18-11. Guardians 15-13. Wow. Twins not doing so bad. See, the West, we got the Mariners, 16-12, 15. Wow, look at this division. American League West. That's pretty wild. Wow, Mets are 20-9. This is interesting. I think they're I know it's early, but I think they're going to take this division. He's enjoying retirement. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, no, shit. Look at the Cubs. Cubs in first place. The National League Central. Oh, shit. And we got the National League West. Got the Dodgers 19-10. Giants 19-10. Padres 17-11. Diamondbacks 15-13. Ooh.
Padres are doing well, but they're way behind the Dodgers still.
No, they're not.
No?
Dodgers are 19-10. Padres are 17-11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where are the Yankees?
I was just going over this. Yankees are first, 17-12. Right behind them are the Red Sox with 16-14. Rays are 14-14. Blue Jays are 13-15. And the Orioles are 11-17.
Yeah, they're the surprise team right now.
We got Hollywood with some rather vulgar language there against the Cubs.
Are they doing good?
Cubs are in first place.
I heard that guy they got is doing phenomenal.
Oh, I got a posture check and a stretch from Hollywood, the sniper over here.
Right?
No, thank you. Oh. Get a good stretch in, get a good stretch in. Posture check. I got you, bro. I got you with that sniper. Posture check and stretch. Bring this back over here.
I think the Devils and the Knicks are starting in 10 minutes.
Yeah?
Is it 7:38?
7:31 to be exact.
Usually the intros, national anthems.
Mm-hmm.
Usually about 7:40.
Now that you're back, I'm going to use the restroom.
Have a nice night.
Are you kicking me out?
No.
What kind of shit is that?
Nah. Hollywood, who's the guy on the Cubs that they signed that he's doing phenomenal right now? I know you don't like them, but I heard rumors on MLB that this guy's doing phenomenal. I can't think of his name offhand. Yeah, I got that thing mixed up, Hollywood. It wasn't hockey, it was basketball. That two teams have eliminated their rivals. Cleveland was one. They eliminated the Heat 4-0. Cubs. Was who? Oh, they're both doing good. Especially Goldschmidt. He's been really good. Surprised. They took a shot on him, 1 year deal, and maybe he's the guy.
I think that's a...
Well, they're not going to get Vladimir because he just signed with the Blue Jays forever.
No, I get that, but if they sign him for 1 year.
Only because they were looking at Goldschmidt, and then that happened. So,
We'll see.
now if he has a great year, they might re-sign him. Who knows? Again, his age is hurting him right now. I think he's 37.
Yeah.
You're not going to sign guys very long term at 37.
Exactly.
Unless, if this Ben Rice produces, and he's a first baseman. They might stick with him, and he's a Yankee prospect, obviously.
At some point, though, you gotta go with the younger players.
And this kid, he put on some weight. Let me tell you, this guy's got some pop. This guy can hit 440-foot home runs.
They get you a bonus.
In Yankee Stadium, you don't even need that. Right field's a joke. So. But we'll see. I like him. I liked him last year. But
as a Cardinals fan, the Cubs are my mortal enemies.
Yeah. So if they're your mortal enemies, who's the guy I'm talking about that's doing so well for the Cubs? we get the message, Holly.
I don't think he likes the Cubs very much.
I don't think so either.
Are you getting that idea?
And they're one of the biggest fan bases ever. Chicago Cubs been around Wrigley Field. They sell out every damn game.
Jay Swift is a Cubs fan.
Yeah, she loves Chicago. That's why.
Yeah.
Does she like the White Sox? No.
She likes the Cubs.
Yeah, and the White Sox suck again.
They're not doing great.
No.
No, I think they're in last place.
Again, last year
in that division.
They lost almost 120 games last year, and it looks like they're going the same way. If you don't get players, one team I still got players, the Washington Nationals. They're starting to build a team again. You watch in another year or two, they're going to be right in the mix again. They need a little bit more pitching.
What is the guy's initials you're thinking of, Pops?
I have no idea.
It's a lot of information right there to work off of.
I have none. But he's the guy they signed this year. And from what I hear, he's one of the reasons that they're on top. I can't think of his name.
Well, let's go through the roster.
Well, you can.
I got the internet at my fingertips.
Go. If I hear his name, I might recognize it right away.
Talking about the Chicago Cubs?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you know what position?
No.
Is he a pitcher?
No, he's a hitter.
He's a hitter. Gage Workman?
No, that doesn't sound familiar.
Nico
Horner? No.
Saya Suzuki?
No.
Kyle Tucker?
He might be one. They got him from Houston. But
Justin Turner?
No, he's old.
Miguel Amaya?
No.
Dansby Swanson?
No, he's an ex-Brave.
Ian Happ?
No.
Ben Brown?
Don't ring a bell.
Oh, he's a pitcher. Sorry. Pete Crow Armstrong?
No.
Carson Kelly?
I think that might be it. What does he play?
He's a catcher.
That might be your guy.
Yeah, because the other I see Michael Bush.
No. That might be him.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case right there.
Okay.
It's so bright.
I think that's him.
Former Cardinal Carson Kelly. So that's got to be the guy right there.
Yeah, okay.
He's doing good?
That's what I hear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What else have you heard? What have you heard? What have you heard exactly?
That he's really good.
Oh.
Really hitting the ball. In that park, if the wind's not blowing in, Wrigley Field is a joke. All around.
Think I could hit a home run there?
Probably down the line. Hell yeah. Even left field. They still have the hedges, in the outfield.
Isn't when you hit the hedges, isn't it a home run?
No.
A double?
No. If the ball gets trapped in the hedges, whatever the ground rule is before the game, if the ball gets trapped and the outfielder says, I can't find it, it's probably like a ground rule double, I would think.
Okay. Let's see. Glad Goldie's having a resurgence, Pop, says Hollywood.
Yeah, no, he's doing good. He's getting some real clutch hits. I got him sometimes leading off and sometimes he's cleanup, which is kind of weird. It seems like Boone can't figure out who's going to be the leadoff. He started with Austin Wells. That didn't work. Then he put Ben Rice in. Then he put... who was it? I think Grisham. He put him in leadoff. By the way, he's got a part-time play, so it's 7 homers.
Call him a part-time player?
That's it. He doesn't play all the time. Grisham is a bench player.
Really?
But lately he's hitting the ball all the time, so he's been, playing the outfield instead of field.
Huh. I honestly, I didn't know that before.
Yeah, no, he's got pop. But he's the guy that you got to let play because you sit him on a bench and don't play for 10 games.
You get cold.
Yeah, you're not used to swinging.
Yeah.
Live pitching.
And he did fucking great with the the Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
You want to let this kid play.
Yeah. The one guy I still want to get, which the Yankees didn't get last year, I don't give a shit what anybody says. If Oakland is going to be shit again, get Mason Miller, the closer. They should have got him last year. And in my opinion, if they would have got him, they could have won the World Series. Because their bullpen at the end sucked.
Hmm.
And this guy, he's young. He throws 100 to 104. Big guy. Should have got him. He was on the list at the trade bet. The Yankees didn't want to give up somebody.
See, my team needs to play better, says Hollywood. I still think the Blues are going to win tomorrow night.
Never know.
You never know, man.
Yeah,
I mean, listen.
Now it's a 3-game series,
Yeah.
So, who wins tomorrow?
Best of 3.
Tomorrow's big.
It's a clean slate now.
And don't be surprised because, like I said, the team that wins the venison never goes anywhere.
No.
They had the most wins, most points. Yet Rangers did it last year, got eliminated.
Well, every time the Rangers win a trophy and they make it to the playoffs, they don't do shit.
Yeah,
they don't do dick.
I'm dying to see who they're going to hire. It's probably not going to happen.
As head coach.
Yeah. Your brother's saying Mark Messier, but I don't know. I don't know if he's got any experience. Maybe. Does he want it? He's a comfortable guy in the booth.
I think I would stay. If I was him, I think I'd stay in the booth.
Yeah, maybe you'll pick a guy that nobody's heard of. Stop bringing these guys, the Tortorellos, Laviolettes, and all these guys in the world that have been around. Give me somebody that nobody knows.
Fresh mindset.
Yeah.
Brings a different approach to how the team should
game,
play.
Yeah. Maybe that'll work. Because nothing else has worked.
Yeah, no. We've literally...
We
have just been, getting there... And then by the even the times we got there, we got nothing in the tank.
No.
And then they get eliminated immediately.
Look at last year, they started off like a house of fire in the playoffs. They went 6-0. Yeah, and then that was it. After that, once they faced Florida, and
they're a roller coaster ride.
I still think they could have beat Florida if they would have changed their freaking game plan. And Laviolette didn't do that. Because Florida stops you at the red line. They don't let you come in. Or the blue line, I should say. He would change something around. You never know. Maybe they would have, pulled out. Because they were up 2-1. That's history. What are you looking at?
You have chocolate?
I just asked you if you wanted half.
Where are you pulling it from? Where's the dish?
This was in the fridge. It was frozen.
Pops, please, with the dish. You know how many times I gotta wipe chocolate off these fucking tables?
Look.
Pops.
Nothing.
I just asked you very nicely.
I had them in the fridge.
Can you just put them on a dish?
No.
Do you want me to get a dish for you?
No.
Because I want you to use a dish when you put them on the table.
I don't want to eat that much chocolate. That's going to be my only one for a while.
Because I'll start taking pictures of the evidence of what I have to clean off these tables.
Good. Yeah. I'll hire a lawyer.
You're going to plead the fifth?
Of course.
I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is this? And it's chocolate melted to the table.
you still think that, but you got to do it. Because if Winnipeg scores first, you got problems. The other day, the Blues beat them up. I think it was 5-1, 5-2. So that's a good thing.
Okay. All right. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, again, like you always said, just get there. Just get there.
Never know. Never know.
All right. So what else is going on in sports?
Not too much.
Not a whole lot, other than the draft that just went by.
Yeah, and I didn't pay much attention to it. Because, like I said, I don't follow college, so I have no idea who these guys are. Show me in September. If you got something, you got a defensive end. A lot of people are comparing this guy to Lawrence Taylor, and I love the guy. One of the announcers said, "There'll never be another Lawrence Taylor, ever." He goes, "He was the best defensive end in football history."
There's maybe not in our lifetime. There will always be somebody at some point, and whether the game changes so much that it allows a defense to actually, to play the game. Well, I will say this again. It was still very interesting to me. Talked about this at work a little bit today. The fact that, we had all those issues with the refs going in through, the regular season, going into the playoffs, and then come the Super Bowl, not a lot of flags thrown. No. And, it's just interesting to me that now you see everybody knew that the better team was the Eagles.
Yeah.
And you let them play. And man, did they embarrass the hell out of the Chiefs?
Without a doubt, beat them up bad. Both losses for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl have been blowouts. Mm-hmm. Brady beat them up, right? What was it, 31-9, something like that. Philly destroyed them. And when they won, they were all really close games. Think about it. They didn't blow anybody out.
No, you're right.
They beat Frisco twice. They both went right to the end. One was in overtime. One was, came right down to the end. And Philly game, they beat them 36-33. You can say what you just said about the officials. That last holding call didn't help against Philly.
Yeah.
But, everybody agreed it was a legit call. And that was the game. They just ran the clock out.
All right, well, what do you say, Hollywood? We got that trivia question yet, brother?
Let's go.
I'm ready for some trivia.
He hasn't posted it yet?
I don't know if he recorded it yet.
Oh, okay. How do you tell?
I normally get a notification. And then he'll let us know in chat.
Okay.
But I still have the bonus trivia over here.
He said to wait on that one.
He did. So I'm not gonna mess with that yet.
Okay.
But definitely ready for a little bit of trivia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we can get one right.
Well, we'll do we'll do like a time limit, things like that,
Oh yeah, maybe a little help,
Yeah.
Unless I can get it right away. Or you.
Well, yeah, we would do my thing is, and I think it's fair to say it this way, is you spend 30 minutes on a trivia question is a bit aggressive.
No, like a time limit. You're
like,
right.
I think 5 minutes is
more than enough.
Is, enough time to, to get a hint. If you, after 60 seconds, you need a little help.
True.
An initials, a team, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But I have noticed in the past that we have spent 45 minutes on one question.
No.
And it's when you do a 3-hour sportscast, 45 minutes is a lot of time.
We've gone away from that.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
See what happens.
Yeah. I definitely want to get over to the house at some point and watch a game with you.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees.
Okay. Well, they're coming home this weekend. Face Rays, I think. Well, it's up to you.
Do you know what time this weekend? No. All right.
I haven't seen the schedule yet.
Oh,
It's usually an afternoon game. If I'm right, I think I heard Tampa Bay.
Let's take a peek here. Yankees are up 9-0 in the 4th inning.
Beautiful. Somebody's hitting home runs. I would think.
Think there'd be a little more energy out of you from that.
I don't know. I can't wait.
You
to
think
watch
9
that.
is enough?
I'm getting close to it. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. You said the Rays Saturday. It's a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Saturday's always early.
Even Sunday's early.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, that's too early.
Well, hold on. We got Saturday, May 10th. They fire up at 4:05.
Against?
The Athletics.
Well, Oakland's coming in? Yeah, there has to be a 3-hour difference.
Yeah. So, they're at the Athletics. So that might not even be our time.
Gotta go out to California already.
Yeah.
Well, the Mets already been there.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
No, there's 132 games left, so. Got plenty of games left.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Alright, hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back in a little bit. Don't go anywhere, man. And just,
Sounds good.
hold the phone. Let's make sure it pops up. Where is it? Why isn't it showing? There it is. All right. We'll be back in a little bit. Don't go anywhere, meow. The show ain't over yet. We're just going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll see if Hollywood, you got some trivia questions for us, brother. Until then, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Pops Wiz SportsCast.
Yep.
I'm your host, Mr. Whiskers, and to my right, the one and only Papa K.
Yep.
All right.
Hollywood Devils are up 3-0 in the first. Not that he cares. But he's a hockey fan, so.
Yeah, no, 3-0 already.
In Carolina.
Whoo-wee. Whoa.
They better hold on to that lead. Because Carolina is a team that can score.
Yeah. That's a bit of a deficit right there.
Oh shit! 3 goals in hockey. That's like being
First period, especially.
not even over. Game started at 7:40.
Yeah.
They must have scored back to back to back right away.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Good for them. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Especially over there. When you're home, you got the home crowd. Over there, you don't have the home crowd. I don't think it means anything anymore, home ice advantage. Because the teams that are playing on the road are winning. See what happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have a trivia question from Hollywood yet. But,
Okay. All right. We're waiting.
We'll wait on it. Do got his. I see his bonus, but we're gonna wait on that right there.
Yep.
So, you know what I've been checking out lately?
Go ahead.
It's a very interesting YouTube channel. It's called Heavy Spoilers. And I've really been locked into it lately. They go over movies. He goes over movies and talks about all the Easter eggs and spoilers that you might have missed throughout the movies. And it's really been something like, things that you really didn't notice. Like, and I'll give you a prime example of one, right?
Go ahead.
So he did he did a video on Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
And the things that like the director and involved with the movie, things that were put into the movie, little Easter eggs. And it could be a reach, but I do like when I listen to this, it's like these are the things you don't notice, right? So like for instance, like prime examples of what I'm talking about is you'll notice that the entire movie it's through the eye, like you'll see it like specific moments in the movie are through the eyes of Clarice Starling,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And when she first meets Anthony Hopkins and he's talking directly into the camera, it's meant to be that you're seeing it through Clarice's eyes and how she's viewing it
mm-hmm.
from that perspective. That was one thing I thought it was just like getting really in depth with the scene. Never looked at it in that perspective of you're seeing it through her eyes and what she's witnessing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other ones I thought was interesting too was her last name Starling is a type of bird.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of the scenes that you see her in, you hear birds chirping in the background.
Okay.
So, just kind of been like, I just thought I'd share that.
All right.
It's a very, very awesome YouTube channel. Again, heavy spoilers. Anybody that's interested in checking it out, hold on a second. I can definitely. I'll drop a link.
They kind of made that movie backwards, though, because it was such a big hit. But then they do how he comes about, right? It was Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter, yeah.
Well, they should have made that first. Same with Batman. Batman Begins. Shows how he came about. Meanwhile, there was already how many Batmans? 4 or 5 before that?
Shit.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, here. I'll put the link right now in chat. This is, I really enjoyed this channel. And if you're, interested in checking out, spoilers to movies, not spoilers, but deeper dives into movies that you've seen already, and that it's definitely gotten me to the point where I want to go back and watch these movies again. I mean, I've seen like Terminator, Terminator 2. Like they've done videos on all of these movies.
Mhm.
Like, you know.
I got them on all the time, especially Judgment Day. It's on again today. And Silence of the Lambs, constantly.
I mean, if you'd entertain me after we do the sportscast, if I could show you a quick episode, just to give you an idea of what you're what should be looking.
I know Silence of the Lambs, like I know my back of my hand.
Yeah, but I think there are things in there that you might have missed, that that the director hid in the movie.
I don't know what he could have hid.
But it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And definitely give him a like and subscribe. It's a great channel. I've been binging that nonstop. At work, I'll sit there with my earbud in, like whether I'm unloading a truck or building pallets, and just like, oh shit.
Okay.
I didn't even notice that. So definitely something I find very entertaining. But what have you been up to lately? Nothing.
No.
Got a great show tonight, everybody. We've been up to absolutely nothing.
Well, I've been watching, sports. I've been watching a little bit of the hockey around, the league. When I can, and I've been watching, like some of the basketball games have just been ridiculous, blowouts. I'm following the Devils a little bit, I watch a lot of their games. I'm shocked that they're up 3-0. Wow.
Shit.
It's good for them. You want to go back home.
Are you kind of rooting for the Devils right now?
No.
No. Got Cool Lady in chat saying, "Hey, what's up, Cool Lady? How you doing? Good to see you."
Could care less, If the Islanders or the Devils in there, it's only the Rangers that I care about.
But how's everything going, Cool Lady? Nice to see you in chat. How's everything going? How you enjoying retirement?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, doing good. Just job searching online. What?
She's young.
You looking for you looking for like a part-time job or?
Me. Once I packed it in, it was it. I ain't going nowhere. As long as I got enough money from pension and social, forget it.
Yo, impeccable! How's it going? Good to see you too. How's everything going? How are you in Warlock? How's the family doing? It's great to see you. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Let's see. Kool-Aid said, yeah, I applied at the grocery store and they declined me. Said they give the position to somebody else, courtesy clerk. Tell me it was one of those things where like you were overqualified for the position or some shit. That'd be ridiculous. Like I don't mean like not being insulting or anything.
They
like
tried
that.
to get me to do that at Walmart, be a greeter. I said, hell no.
Let's see. Impeccable saying we are all good. Legend is now standing and walking with the assistance of furniture. She'll be walking on her own in no time, I'm sure.
Wow.
Holy crap. Oh my god, that is so exciting.
Just start early. Not even 1 year old, right?
It's got to be, it's got to be around that, right?
Okay.
How are you both doing?
Can't complain. Nothing new with me.
She's 8 months old. Oh, shit.
Yeah, see. That's young. Some start early.
Wow, walking around already.
Well, a little help from the furniture.
Whew.
As long as you be careful. That damn furniture can be dead,
That,
Bump your face.
bumpy and shit, yeah.
I know I had to remove my coffee table when you guys were young. Because you kept hitting your face on it. No.
Just testing my grit.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't you. It was all yours.
Let's see. Just looking for positions. I'll find something. Kool-Aid, you'll definitely find something. Without a doubt. You'll definitely find something. How many hours a week are you looking to work? But yo, Unbaggable, that is very exciting. Holy shit. Can't believe she's walking around already. I get by with a little help from furniture to the tune of a little help from my friends, the Beatles.
And Joe Cocker.
Oh, all right, Papa Ken. Let's go.
Well, he sang it too. He copied it. Made a big hit out of it for himself.
You want to give us some vocals?
Nobody could sing like Joe Cocker.
No, well, nobody could sing like you.
No, he was just screaming. I live for my friends. You heard that raspy voice?
Yes. Let's go, Dad. Let's go. Yo, that was good. That was actually really good. Let's see. I want to either part-time or a full-time. That wouldn't mess with your retirement, cool lady?
You can't go over a certain amount. I know in New York.
Right?
If I go over $10,000 with another job, it would cancel my pension.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't go nowhere near that.
I would look into that, cool lady. Make sure that like whatever position you go with, that it's not going to affect it.
Every state might be different.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Let's see. We don't really have any plan. Oh, for the birthday party. Let's go. Oh my God! I can't believe the little one's walking around already. Hey. 8 months old.
Hey. Love for my friends.
I said there was another. I just brain farted. I was thinking of a song. I think it was the Beatles as well.
Go ahead.
Help! 'Cause I need somebody help.
Yep.
Not just anybody help.
Made a movie out of it.
I need furniture, just help.
When I was younger, so much younger than before. Never needed anybody's help.
Before.
That was a big hit for them in the beginning.
Then I saw the couch right there.
Some of the songs were so corny in the beginning, but they were so popular. They could have just, read the newspaper and sang a song and it would have been made a hit.
You think some comedians do it?
Later on, they made songs that I thought were much better.
Let's see, 8 months and 11 days old. If you want to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's just, again, walking around already. Wow. Let's see. No, it's not going to affect my retirement. Oh, okay, cool lady. I was just like, like Papa K said, it's got to be like a difference in which state you live in.
Oh yeah, definitely in New York, it's different. You can only make so much money.
See, very nice. Oh, thank you, Impeccable. Wow. I know, right, Ms. Mo? I feel like it was like just yesterday. It's going too quick.
Oh my God. Every time I think about it, we're already going into May.
It was one of the questions I had, somebody asked me recently.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the SportsCast, and they're like, how long have you guys been doing this for?
7.5 years almost.
2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, God.
2018 we started.
Tell you, the clock is just ticking for me. Every time I turn around. Even for you, every time we talk Friday, TGIF.
I know. It's like one of the things, like, I always call Papa K as I'm getting home from work. As I'm on my ride home from work. And I'm like, hey, he's like, TGI Friday already. I'm like,
it goes fast, man. Boy. A little too fast.
Yeah. Impeccable's going 2018. Dang. We used to start on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Hold on. You guys want to see you want to see episode 1? and how we started? Going back to the old days?
Not me.
We used the ottoman. We were sitting up against that wall over there.
Oops.
Prepping things up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, remember what the thumbnails looked like back then? I was just getting into it, just learning how to use,
I just wanna forget about those times.
But it's a part of
I know,
our
but
beginning.
we've come a long way.
I know, yeah, we've come a long way, but you had to start somewhere.
Technology is a lot better here now than it was then.
I remember we had the idea, like when we first had the idea to do the sportscast. We're like, we're gonna hang jerseys on the wall.
Yep.
We're gonna wear nothing but sports paraphernalia.
Yep.
And then like a couple years later, like, it's fucking hot in here. I kind of want to wear a tank top right now.
Yeah, I watch Evan and Tiki, right? They just wearing regular shirts.
I know. What was it last week when I walked in with my pajama pants on? Papa K just looked at me like, the fuck is that? What do you... Star Wars? Really? I was like, yeah, I'm getting comfortable. What are you talking about? You know, why not?
Right. People go shopping now in their pajamas. I've seen them outside.
See,
Really?
Beckham will say, if Papa K was going to get a Miller Lite sponsorship and get a Miller Lite tattoo.
No.
Yeah.
Not happening.
No, you sure about that?
Absolutely.
What if it was part of the contract to get sponsored?
Maybe. I have them get you first. You already got a bunch. I'm not big on them. Sorry.
I got 5.
No. Well, if somebody says, hey, it's going to be worth $1 million. Okay. Fire away. Which arm?
Yeah, you get like a Miller Lite tattoo, like right here on the
Yeah, why not? They're willing to pay? I'm fine. Otherwise, screw you.
So yeah, we'll give you guys a sponsorship, but we heard Papa K would get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be this fucking big.
Hollywood said I'm back.
Welcome back, Hollywood. What's up, bro? Waiting on that trivia question, brother.
Well, don't rush him. Hurry up.
Get it going. Why are you waiting so long? Back up and say, help me. My leg is getting eaten by a baby. Yeah. Now she's mobile. No leg is safe.
What's the kid's name, Reggie?
Yes. Alright, hold on. It struck. It's time for a restroom break for me.
Go.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. Hey, Google. Let's go to the Knicks game.
Currently, the Knicks are leading the Pistons 23-22 in the second quarter.
Another close game. 23-22. Hey, Google. Let's go to the Mets game.
Currently, the Mets are leading the Diamondbacks 7-0 in the bottom of the fourth.
Holy shit. Wow, Mets are on fire. Yeah, if you're a Met fan, you gotta be very, very happy right now. First place, best record in baseball. Up 7-0. Good for them. I'm not a Met fan, but good for them. See what happens. It's a long season. fire. 7-0 in the fourth.
7-0. How the Yankees doing?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
Hey Google, how are the Yankees doing?
Currently, the Yankees are beating the Orioles 12-0 in the top of the sixth.
Woo-hoo!
Save some for tomorrow.
That's not how it works.
I know,
That's
I
not
know.
how it works. Come on now, man.
Everybody's got their points. Their average going up tonight.
Yeah, don't you want to see everybody batting 400 by the end of the season?
Nah. Only Judge is up at 405. And you know that's not going to stay. But if he starts hitting home runs, he's got a shot at the Triple Crown.
I'm just thinking right now, Pops, like, you've been, like, so, like, you know, since the start of the season, and now, like, you know, right now, they're crushing it again, and I can never get a read on, like, you know, how your fandom works.
I like when they're up by 15 games. That's
So it's a record.
When they're ahead of everybody, then I don't care. Because even if they lose a game or two, beat 98 Yankees, which is not going to be easy. That team was, I think, clinched the division after the All-Star game. That's pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah. They had already won like 80 games by that time.
Damn.
Don't forget, they won, 114 games that year? You know, only lost 48.
You got high requests right here, you know?
That was, you're not gonna
They're
see
kicking ass right now. I don't see, like, you know, when it comes to sports, I figure with that score right now, you'd be
One
ecstatic.
game. It's one game.
You're as cool as a cucumber over here, just, yeah.
No.
Stop doing so good.
Like I said, be consistent. You know, stop, win 2, lose 2, win 7 in a row. That's what I want to see. And they got the team. They got them. When these bats get hot, forget it.
And what about the pitching?
If the bats get hot, you don't have to worry about the pitching so much. Like tonight, you don't have to worry about Rodin. He's got 12-0 lead.
That's only like the 4th or 5th inning.
I think they said 6th.
6th?
Yeah, the game
Last time I checked, it was the 4th.
Yeah, but the game started at 6:30. Remember? It's 2 hours ago almost. And the only reason it's whatever was the Orioles are not scoring and we are. So every inning the Yankees are up could be a 10, 15, 20-minute inning.
Let's see. Hollywood saying with no internet, I hope it uploads. Well, Hollywood, if there is, we could still do the bonus trivia question that we have from last week. So I still have that one set up.
Let's do that then.
Well,
He has no power, right?
We'll wait for I mean, Hollywood, we could do it that way. Like, you know, when he gives the thumbs up, that's when we do it.
Well, he said he had no power since 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, he's saying with no internet, I hope it uploads. So we'll see if the trivia question uploads. If not, I'm saying we have a backup. We have the bonus trivia question for last week.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha.
Just working around the issues.
Right.
If there's a problem, figure out how to solve it, right?
Yeah. Like
Just
I said,
figured
it'd be
it out.
More hard for him without juice.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We figured something out here. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh? By the way, speaking of problem solving, I figured out the problem of we do have the Super Wiz t-shirts back up on the store. That was from the old merchandise. We brought it back. We got it back.
What is it called?
Yeah, this one. Oh, sorry. That one.
Oh, okay. Oh, like that.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. We didn't have it originally.
I wanna get
We
one
had
of
it.
those.
We had it on the old store, but now we got it brought up. Bam.
I like that color too.
Got the Super Wiz t-shirt on the new store.
How much are they?
Selling for, if I remember correctly, $20.
Okay. I like that color.
Yeah, not too shabby, right?
Yeah. Is that the only color?
I'm not 100%. I'd have to check the store. But,
Okay.
I know we definitely added, like, because I like the Superman, the blue color.
Next time before we do the show next week, I'll order some.
Alrighty.
Yeah, especially for the summer, I like those. And I
Yeah.
will not go near a swimming pool with them.
Oh, why did one of them get ruined because of it?
2.
Because of the chlorine?
Bleach splashed on me. Got little white dots.
I got that on a couple of shirts I have.
I figured it out
in
with
the
the
pool.
pink one. I just put it in bleach. And now it's pink and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to try and bring back some of the original concepts of merchandise when we first started, and still had some the old setups. So I was able to put it together before we started the show tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, and it says it's like that super soft because I know these. Yeah, this is that material right there, that lightweight soft material. So I'm hoping that these come out very similar because that one right there is from our old merchandise.
Yep. You got me this.
Yeah.
I think you got me this for Father's Day or something. Or birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice one. I like this. I only wear it certain times for the show.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think Hollywood's having issues. He hasn't answered us yet.
All right. Well, what if Hollywood? How about we do the bonus trivia question from last week? We didn't get to it last week.
Right.
How about we do that tonight?
Yeah.
I know there is a delay here, but I feel like you're right. It has been a minute now. But he might still be working on it.
Well,
though.
if he does, then we'll do it after the bonus.
Yeah, let's give Hollywood a couple more minutes here.
Like you said, without internet, it's going to be hard.
You're relying off your data at that point.
I don't even know how you would do it without power.
Well, if you have a smartphone,
Yeah.
you can do it that way.
Oh, you don't have to worry about a computer?
No.
Okay.
No, Dad, we could literally do. Okay, hold on. There we go. We got Hollywood there saying, "Okay, sounds good. That's fine."
All right, go ahead.
All right, so we'll bring up Hollywood's bonus trivia question from last week. We never were able to get around to it due to time constraints, but we'll be able to get to it now.
Oh.
And let's get this bad boy. Well, first, let me. I did not download it yet, so hold on. This will take all of 2 seconds. And there it is. All right, let's get this handsome gentleman up on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing we ask is don't look it up. Let's see if we can get this done together. There he is. Boop. You gotta move over to the. There you go. You gotta remember, Papa K. Hollywood likes seeing your face too.
Oh.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood's bonus trivia question from last week.
What is up, guys? I'm back with Hollywood Eric 86's video bonus question, hosted by yours truly, the man, the myth, the legend, the man behind the blues hat, Hollywood Eric 86, me. And the question is an NHL question, and the question is as follows. What goalie holds the record for the most 40-win seasons in their career? Give you a second to think on that. What goaltender holds the record for the most 40-win seasons in a career? That is my video trivia question. I hope you guys enjoy it. Pops, Wiz, I just want to say I love you guys. Wiz, thank you so much for the gift earlier. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And you are a great friend, great brother. I appreciate it so much. And like I said, if I ever get merch, you will be on my list to get merch from me just as a return favor. And thank you so very much for that. But Pops, I just want to say I love you. You're an amazing person. Thank you so much, Superman, for being my outlet to do this. Trivia questions, Wiz the same. And for the community that encourages and loves the trivia questions, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys for the rest of the podcast. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
Love you too, bro. Let's go. Let's go. I am so happy that you really enjoy the merchandise, man. It means a lot, like, you know.
Well, the obvious answer would be Brodeur because he had the most wins ever.
I think so. Like, 40 save seasons, like,
40 win seasons.
40 win seasons, sorry.
I think he had over 660 wins.
And Backable says, it's obviously Mr. Hockey Sticks.
Who's that?
It's kind of vague there, Impeccable. It's a very vague answer right there. Mr. Hockey Sticks? Is there anybody you know under the name of a nickname of Mr. Hockey Sticks?
No. Not that I know of.
Impeccable. They all use hockey sticks. Is the guy from Miracle on Ice?
No. We're gonna say it's Marty Brodeur.
Go!
Let's see if that's correct. If it isn't, then that's gonna be hard.
She said, I'm spewing all the hockey knowledge I know. And that is good enough.
Okay.
Like your style. Like your style. Throwing the guesses out there. Not going quietly into the night. Not going down without a fight. Throwing some out there. Mr. Hockey Sticks. Maybe Bredeur's name was Mr. Hockey Sticks.
Not that I remember.
That'd be pretty wild if it was.
Yeah. No, I knew him forever, and I don't remember ever.
We still don't even know if it's Brodeur.
Me either. Yeah, you're right.
We could be way off too. You could actually, Impeccable could actually have it. The nickname could have been Mr. Hockey Sticks.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know. You know?
No.
I don't know. Exactly. It would be something if Hollywood came back and said, "Oh my God, Impeccable! What a guess! Mr. Hockey Sticks is correct."
I doubt it. I've been watching hockey forever, and I don't remember anybody saying hockey sticks. He had, a lot of nicknames,
Mm. That's it.
Doubt it.
Right? Yeah, exactly, Impeccable. In a way.
I doubt it.
In a way.
If you're alright, I'm stopping watching hockey.
She just might be so correct, blows your mind. You were thinking of this player all the
I know
time.
one thing about hockey.
This nickname might just be Mr. Hockey Sticks.
What does it say?
Don't sound too familiar to me. See, I know one trivia thing about hockey. Hey. I know one trivia thing. Hey. Easy now.
Oh, I knew that.
There used to be a team called the Minnesota North Stars, and they moved to Texas, which is now the Texas team is called the Dallas Stars. But it also works because it's the Lone Star State. Well, you knew that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Hey. I didn't know that, Impeccable.
Now they're called the Wild.
Yeah, Minnesota Wild,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Stars. Boom! Mic drop. Yeah, that's right. Mic drop. Walk away from the screen that you're currently watching as the legend chews on your leg. Look at me teaching Mr. Whiskers sports stuff. Cheers to that. Although there's no sports ball in hockey.
Where did you get a response yet, huh?
Again, he doesn't have any internet right now.
Oh. So we won't even know.
It might be a minute. It might be a while.
Well, you said he could use his phone, right?
Yeah, he can use his phone. He has to use data.
What if his phone's
That
dead?
kind of stuff. Oh, what if the phone died? Pops is right. It's Martin Brodeur. He had 8 40-win seasons.
Yeah. Well,
What the fuck?
you
How
know
do
it, too.
you get it? I said it first,
Well,
and you get the credit.
When he said that question, I knew right away it was mine, but you said it first.
There's something going on here. I can see all the signs.
Yeah, he did say it first, but
I'm
knew
not
it.
that blind.
I was going to answer, but he beat me to the punch.
Yeah. Let's go.
8 41 seasons. Wow.
I challenge this.
No, we knew. You said it first.
I still challenge this.
Challenge me a brew.
Oh, okay. You're over here getting all the credit. I'm the one with the fucking
I don't want
answer.
the credit. You deserve the credit too.
Let's go back to the video. I'm an asshole. Remember the last thing I'm doing it like this because the last time I threw this up in the air, it landed in a not so nice spot.
Okay.
You don't remember that, do you?
Yeah. I think it hit you where I know. Sun don't shine.
Let's see. Beckham will say, it's a conspiracy. Martin Brodeur, also known as Mr. Hockey Sticks. Exactly. Exactly.
No, he wasn't.
How do you know?
I followed Devils in those days.
Yeah, how do you know he wasn't walking around the locker room going, call me Mr. Hockey Sticks from now on?
If he did, it was never mentioned.
Hollywood saying, you both got it, okay? Stop the fighting.
Thank you.
I got it first. I got it first.
Think of the nicknames they had in hockey, right? Gretzky's the great one.
The brick wall.
What was that?
Henrik Lundqvist.
Is that what they called him? I didn't know that.
I might have just made that up, actually.
Okay. In my day, there was Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard. Yvan Cormier was called the Road Runner. So fast.
Okay.
I don't think they ever gave Bobby Orr a nickname.
Do I want to ask this question right now?
Right.
Why'd they call him the Pocket Rocket?
He was so fast in the pocket. You know, where in the zone, they called it the pocket in those days.
Okay.
Yeah, there was not, there was two brothers, and one of them was called something. Frank Mahovlich and Peter Mahovlich played for Montreal. Forgot what they called him.
See, Beckham was saying, damn it, there's a dude named Gordie Howe who is known as Mr. Hockey. How did I...
Yeah. He had the record before Gretzky.
Look at how she wrote it, Pops. That was that. Impeccable. That was good. That was good.
Gordie Howe, wow.
It's impeccable. Hey, did you read it?
Yeah, I see it from here.
Just excited to play hockey, you know.
Boom Boom Jeffrey on.
Boom, boom, what?
Boom Boom Jeffrey on, they called him. I guess because he could shoot.
See, this makes me think about like that comedy skit from Shane Gillis. It's like, remember like the old names they had back in the day for baseball, like, and here's old Curly.
Yeah.
He's a 40-year-old alcoholic, and he runs a... He's got the fastest pitch, they say. No one can hit it.
Izzy Dean. Booby Bob.
Booby Barber.
Stinky Fields.
Goofy Dan. I just say, you got a couple of funny names. In our team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. So...
You're not telling me nothing.
What are you talking about?
I want to know names of players on the team.
Okay, on our team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's
You don't
on
know
third.
names of players on the team?
Of course I know. I'm the manager of the
Hey,
team.
you tell
Of
me.
course I know
Tell
the
me.
names. I'm telling you. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
All right, we'll leave it alone. Maybe we should watch that again tonight.
Maybe.
Maurice Richard. Who was the Rocket? His brother, Richard, was the Pocket Rocket. Yep. Very good.
Damn. Is the baby just waved at us?
How could you tell?
Because Impeccable just said it.
Oh.
Hey, baby! Stop chewing on your mom's leg. All right, come on.
He's good. I like it.
Baby, you like it.
That's so cute.
The baby.
Wow, 8 seasons of 40 wins.
If your first words are, oh my God. Well, no. First words got to be mama or dada.
Mm-hmm.
Third words. Oh my God.
No. Third word just. Where's the money?
No, you think about how that works out, though. Dada. Oh my God. Mama. Oh my God.
He's losing it. It's still loading, so forget it. Oh, he laughs at his own jokes.
If you can't laugh at yourself, what can you laugh at? Come
I
on.
guess not.
Come
I guess
on, man.
I guess you're right.
She has said dada and mama. She also says hi sometimes, and
That's phenomenal.
yeah. Which I know 100% comes from me.
She could speak already.
8 months old. Wow. Because when I says warlock, I'm like, yeah. Or whenever she exclaims loudly, I'm like, oh yeah.
Getting much sleep?
Middle of 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
I never got much. Oh,
Was I a terrible sleeper?
no. You were one of the best.
What the fuck happened to me?
I don't
Now
know.
I can't sleep worth a shit.
No, you were no problem. I gave you a bottle and I drank my beer. Sometimes I might have thrown a little beer in yours.
Well, that fucking explains a lot.
No, that's
I know.
That's
It's
a
a
joke.
joke. It's
No.
a joke.
But the timing was perfect. You know, I'd get home at 2 in the morning. I let Mom sleep. You'd eventually go to sleep, and then we could actually sleep through the night.
See, Becca will say, no, Wiz, you got to put more Minnesota into it. How do you do that?
But Minnesota into it.
The Minnesota accent.
Got me.
Yeah,
I didn't know Minnesota had an accent.
yeah.
I don't really have a lot of snow. Oh, we have a light on.
The hell is he talking? We've always had lights on. The hell is he talking about? We've had nothing but lights on in this room. Oh yeah, don't you know? Okay. Hey, impeccable. That's all I. Oh yeah, don't you? Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you? Yeah, 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 yeah. Me. Yeah, you know. A little Minnesota. There you go. That's better. Okay, okay. Hey, legend. I'm gonna throw a little New York at you. Hey, yo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yo. Where's the bottle at? Hey. How you doing? I tell you, at this point, this kid's gonna have 2 different accents. You keep this up, impeccable. You're gonna have to mute this channel. She's probably gonna be the only kid at her school that says like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, you know? No, yeah, no, yeah, you don't know. You don't. Oh my God." I'm also working on a little British father. Father, I'm hungry, father. Father, I shit my pants, father. I'm terrible with accents. Maybe give it like a little Sean Connery. Ah, yes, this diaper was a very worthy adversary. But the day is mine! Ha ha! Oh! Maybe. Oh, a lot of people frown upon that I shit my pants, but I just think it'd be hilarious if my baby looked at me and was like, "Mumsy, I shit my pants." I don't. No. Hashtag bad parent. That right there. Listen. That off the bat would be absolutely priceless. But not shit. Like, I shite myself. That's the spirit. Let's go. That's the hashtag. Honestly, with that, who the hell knows? Legend might be the next most famous female comedian alone just because her parents have a sense of humor. You know?
Really?
She might go out there like, yeah, I learned from a very early age
How to be funny?
how to have a sense of humor in a world that sometimes feels like it's lost. Yeah,
I got you.
I said I was saying it's like what if we had like a little Sean Connery like, oh yeah, sure, very worthy diaper.
See life or dead?
But the day is mine.
You're doing good. He's a damn good actor.
I think he's alive. He's still alive. I think we went over this.
Okay, good.
Yeah. The day is his. Bob
James
Gay.
Bond, the best one.
They also called him Bond. James Bond.
Man, he was popular in the 60s. It's funny, both Englishmen created 2 of the best ever.
Right, Sherlock Holmes
So,
and James Bond.
So Arthur Conan Doyle and Ian Fleming.
How about that?
Well, the new kid his name is Cumberbatch. He's doing another Sherlock Holmes.
You know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
With the new kid?
Yeah,
You know what I heard? I heard a new kid He's on the block, and he's got a bunch of hits. I also heard Chinese food makes him sick.
Again. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the hell you just said.
I was just quoting a
You
song.
know the new guy?
I was quoting a song. New kids on the block have a bunch of kids. Chinese food makes me sick.
Is that right? You're saying that?
So it popped in there. It popped in there, and I thought it'd be
Who's saying
fun.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn?
Beastie Boys.
Okay. I like that song.
Let's see. Hold on, I gotta catch up here. Becca will say, she's so tall that people keep telling me to get a basketball or volleyball in her hands. Well, models, even amateur ones, make way more than female professional athletes. So how about a pair of stilettos or something? They don't make them in her size, though. I mean, you really putting a challenge on walking around.
Yeah. Even as a grown-up.
I see where we're already looking at the monetary value of your child there, Rebecca. Well, come on. Stand-up comedian, she could go worldwide, global.
A lot of parents, so talented their kids. They say, hey, think about it. Look at a professional, whatever sport.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking.
Made a ton of money.
She says, "See, I looped it back to sports ball stuff. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fine when girls stop by for the summer. Impeccable, got it. Let's go. I'm down for comedian.
I love Chinese food.
It's a song, though.
I know. I don't care.
Who sang the song? Impeccable. Do you remember who? Fuck, I forgot who sang the song.
That you just said.
No, I just sang the words.
Oh. I don't know.
Who? Okay. LFO. I gotta show you that later on.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song? What do you mean no?
I don't care about LFO.
You might like the song.
No.
I love, breaking grounds with this man is like, it's fucking impossible. Like, I feel the vein in my head. I was like, what do you mean?
I like the Beastie Boys. They had some good songs.
These weren't the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like them as they were like a boy group.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't like him in the beginning. And you were like, Beastie Boys, I don't want to listen to this. No. And then you heard a song. How do you know you're not going to like LFO?
I remember them.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, I remember.
Name 3 songs.
No, I can't name one.
Exactly. Because you don't remember them.
No, because I probably didn't like them.
You don't know any of their songs?
No. What does LFO stand for? Gotta be some kind of, right? ELO is Electric Light Orchestra.
Beckwell says it was on my Totally Hits 2001 CD. We're going back. You might like this. You like that kind of music. It's not ELO, just to clarify with Papa K.
No, I said ELO standing for Electric Light Orchestra.
Beckwell says, be right back, I need a snack.
Gotcha.
Well, that rhymed.
Be right back, I need a snack. Poet Laureate.
Let's go.
Let's check on the score here. Hey, Google. What's the score in the Knicks game?
The Knicks are leading the Pistons 50-49 at halftime.
Jesus. It's going to go right down the wire again.
Yeah, it's the playoffs.
But every game.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah. The game they won was right down to the last 10 seconds.
When was the last time you saw a New York team in the playoffs blow another team out?
Not too often.
Can you remember the last year?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Be happy they're winning.
Yeah, by 1 point.
You're a glass half empty kind of guy, aren't you?
What does that mean?
I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
What does that
where
mean?
I see like the best in it.
Oh. You might be right, yeah. What is 1 point? 10 points.
They're winning!
10 points wouldn't mean nothing.
What if they win by 1 point?
That's going to be hard.
Glass half empty. Figured it out.
Hey, Google.
I'm an optimist. He's a pessimist.
You're right. Hey, Google. Google's fell asleep on me.
Hey, Google's tired of your pessimism.
What's the score in the Devils game?
Currently, the Devils are leading the Hurricanes 4-3 in the second period.
4-3.
Oh, they're winning.
Oh, I mean, it's just they were down 3-0.
Oh my God! When we last checked the Yankees score and they were up like 12-0, you were like, you had the same fucking reaction.
Mm.
You were like, ah.
But I'm just saying, they came back with 3 goals.
Hey Google, what's the Yankees score?
Didn't answer.
Hey Google, what's the Yankees score?
Currently, the Yankees are leading the Orioles 13-2 in the bottom of the seventh.
Well,
Same reaction. You see it?
They got 2 runs.
See it? Look at that. Same reaction.
Look out.
God, oh my God, they're up 13. They gave them 2 runs. This team is absolutely gonna lose. Bums. They're bums.
If I was a Devil fan, I'd be worried now. 4-3. Just like that, from 3-0.
Yeah, your teams are winning.
Yeah, I know.
There's
but
no
for
way.
how long? It's only
I
the second
can't remember
period.
the last time I saw excitement out of you when it came to one of our sports teams. I can't remember that.
They've been so bad, it's hard to remember.
2011, I think, was the last time.
Yeah. Could be. 2009, 2007.
I haven't seen excitement out of you from your sports teams
Because they've sucked.
in over a decade.
Because they've sucked.
And right now, they're doing all right.
Yeah. But they're still, show me when you win the title. Yeah.
Again,
Rangers obviously are not going to win.
I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Glass half empty kind of guy.
When do you
I'm the optimist. He's the pessimist. How did this turn out that I'm the bad guy and you're the good guy?
When do you think the Giants are going to win again? With this squad that they've had in the last, I don't know, 10 years.
What are we in, 2025?
Yeah.
Well, we like to do like decade build-ups. So maybe 2035.
That long? 10 more years? I was hoping 5. Because
What? I just figure, you know what? I'll just take a page out of your book to try to appease
at
you
2030, it'll be 19
and be
years.
a pessimist myself and give him 10. I think like we are on a good reconstruct right now. I imagine maybe 2028, 2029 that we might be a playoff contender again.
At least, yeah. It'd be nice.
But
Tired
I think even then, I mean.
Aren't you tired? Like after 6 games, the season's over.
Oh, I look at it because to me it's just pure comedy after that. Like I just look at it and I'm like, there's no way we can get worse.
Yeah, can we?
And they're like, hold on a second. What other bad records haven't been broken? We got it. We'll get it.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like I know I joke about the team, but I feel like I am a true diehard fan because thick or thin, I'm Giants, and I'll make fun here and there, but
yeah.
I don't fuck.
Oh, I would love
They
to see
lose
them.
now. I'm like, oh shit, that was bad.
They just don't have the personnel to win.
I have not seen any optimism out of you in over a decade.
Because they don't have personnel that can. After Eli left, I had no hope.
Welcome back, Impeccable, to the Glass Half Empty and the Glass Half Full show. We're your hosts. My name's Glass Half Full. This is Glass Half Empty. We're come on, that was a little funny.
Oh yeah, hysterical.
He doesn't like my comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm falling over my chair. Hysterical.
What are you
laughing.
talking about? It's got lumbar support.
Well,
You should
yeah,
feel great.
Well, that's how much your jokes are making me laugh. Loser. See, he laughs at his own jokes. He's Arthur.
Sometimes I just think funny things.
Evidently, and nobody else does. Everybody else scratching their head. What the fuck is he laughing about?
Because I fell out the goddamn car. Isn't that the funniest thing ever?
Bitterman?
Bitterman! I fell out the goddamn car.
He was a funny guy. That was one of the funniest movies ever. Really was.
It was so good. So good.
He was unbelievable. Dudley Moore?
Let's see. Becca was saying, I hate it when people ask me if I'm a half glass full of half glass empty person.
See? What do you think will happen with Aaron Rodgers? Retire.
Yeah.
Go out in class. You know, your last 2 years have sucked.
I mean, I don't know if I'd really consider it class. He did not do, what we were hoping he'd do for the Jets.
No.
If anything, it just looked like, fuck, Brett Favre did some shit.
My trivia question's up and ready.
We're going to have to save that one for next week, brother.
Why?
Why? Because we're about to close the show off.
Oh, okay.
I apologize, Hollywood. But we'll hold on to this one. And then we have one for next week.
Okay.
Let's see. And Beckable's saying, if you're pouring a drink and you only fill it to halfway, then it's half full. If you're emptying it or drinking it, then it's half empty. This is getting very literal.
And if you don't fill it at all, it's half-ass.
And now you know where my bad comedy comes from. No, that was good. The timing on that was perfect, Pops. Oh, my God. He needs to fulfill his destiny and become a Viking. Mismo. Oh, my God. Oh! My God! Oh, there it is! We gotta make some Oh My God shirts. I think that's gotta be the next one.
Yeah. Think about it. That will make sense. I would. Yeah, I'd get one.
That's gotta be the next one.
Although a lot of Met fans might think you'll become a Met fan because they do OMG all the time.
Oh, that's not how I would put it.
No.
I've already got a design forming in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to tell you?
No.
Good, because I wasn't going to.
Good.
I'm just going to show you, and if you give the Papa K approval, then we'll publish it.
Gotcha. I like all the stuff you put out. Like I said, next week I'm going to order that one.
Oh, the Super Wiz shirt?
Oh, hell yeah. It's so comfortable in the summertime.
Well, I went with, I hope that it's the same texture as, because these were the older shirts.
Yeah.
Because I love the material.
I'm sure they'll be close.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Without a doubt.
Let's see, Oh, yeah, Hollywood. It's going to have to wait till next time, brother. We're about to close up shop right now.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock already.
Wiz, do you remember those juicy sweatpants that girls used to wear? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, my God. I think I know where you're going, Impeccable. Do that, but oh, my God. I mean, that's actually fucking genius. Yep, we're thinking the same thing, Impeccable. With oh my God written on the butt.
That's good.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Becky. Look at that butt. Do. I like big. No, I'm sorry. We'll see if that Impeccable. If we can find a way to do that, I think all the sweatpants they have, it goes down the leg.
Most of them, yeah.
I might have to reach out to Fourth Wall and be like, "Hey, we gotta add another pair of sweatpants. Got a potential buyer right now."
Yeah, we need a booty call.
just said that. That was priceless. No, Pops, we're not looking for that.
I don't know what was so funny.
I guess you don't know what that means. Hold on. I can't even fucking see. I'm tearing up right now. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's a good way to end the show right there. Holy shit. Now I'll explain to you what you just said and what it means. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Was that on the bottom, Ms. Most?
Those are emotes.
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. All right, man, impeccable, right? I can't fucking breathe. Ah, holy shit. Holy shit.
Why do you choke to death?
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm fucking sweating. Oh God, I'm crying. Oh man. Holy shit. That was fucking proud. Oh my God, I'm lightheaded. That was priceless. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, I hope somebody clipped that. Please, somebody clip that. Oh my God, my back hurts. Holy shit. Yeah, hand that shit over, Rebecca. That was... Oh my God. Oh God, I can't. That was some fun. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go, Hollywood. Let's go. Like, look at just a hair too late. It starts with you and saying that's not what that means, so it doesn't get the first part. Oh God. Oh man, opportunities. I think we could go back to the VODs though, right? Right, mods? We could go back to the VODs. Oh my God, I'm fucking lightheaded. Wow, that was hilarious. That was fucking priceless. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna wait for Papa K to get back so we can end the show together. 3 hours, 5 minutes ish. Okay, at least we know it's after the 3 hour marker. That's all we need to look for. Oh my God, my ribs hurt. My shoulders and my neck hurt. Alright. Okay. We're pulling it together. Papa K.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you so this way we can end the show together.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you so much for all the love and support. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.
Here comes May.
I'll be back on Thursday with some more gaming live streams going on. We're going to try to finish up... some more Code Veronica. And And of course, we'll be back with the Pops Wiz SportsCast next week on Tuesday. Pops, you got anything you want to add?
Nothing. Done.
Oh! My God! Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Take it easy, pal. I can't even drink a beer right now.